represent the monster.
Yes.
That'll be so
Du
cool.
får bara se för att sitta på min podd. Det var där jag klarade mig lite normalt.
Good is ready.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
She always is.
We're just starting a little bit early to
Make sure
Make
everything
sure.
is fine.
yes,
Hell
because
no.
sound and stuff.
So, you know, since you're first in the chat and everything, please let us know if the audio is good or bad or mediocre.
Misbehaving.
And please ignore the noise that Rick is making. Very terribly sorry.
Bear with us.
Bear with
So
us!
loud!
I am not so loud!
Yes, you're standing
Nej,
right in
very
the
loud.
This is why we asked you if everything was ready before we started the stream.
Oh, this isn't bothering us.
It's the
It's
viewers.
Yeah. So if you
My
want to...
Lord Brack, you're
Do you
such a
have to,
bad
like,
streamer.
Here, no?
What? What?
Rick hates
Everything is
everyone.
awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome.
Silence!
No.
Have you guys seen... Did you guys see the bonsai opening shot?
But Rick,
Missed
could
it.
you
On
please
the
Alright.
video?
Rick,
What?
Yeah, the video.
on
Yeah.
the other side so you look directly into the microphone.
Oh, I don't get it. What do you mean other
Hard
side?
to hear stuff when you're tinkering there.
Mm.
Yeah. Right, Rick?
Okay.
You can take a photo of this and put it on Instagram.
Yes, we can do this.
When Rick is finished.
Yes.
If Rick finishes.
To be fair, it'll probably show a little bit on the camera.
It
Yeah.
might.
Some of it,
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh,
Just a little bit.
Ooh, a little bit more.
Ooh, just a little bit.
You know what I'm looking for.
Is that a song about sex?
I think
I
so.
sincerely hope so.
What else would it be?
Something horrible.
I don't know because I used to listen to it as a kid.
You're going around all like a 5-year-old.
Put the box on the other side.
I'm putting the box on the other side, alright? You happy now?
Yes.
Dear God!
Come on, kitty.
Okay, now I need representatives for your characters.
Well,
No.
you did not ask us to bring any.
I know, that's why we're going to use these.
We from Nick.
Because that's pretty much the obvious, as far as I can tell.
No, that's well, it could
this,
be. Yeah.
This is basically
That's
last.
Brian.
No.
We can totally use that for last.
No.
No.
Rick.
No.
This is Gaffy.
Rick, no.
It's a woman.
Rick,
That's
Rick,
like married.
I'm not fucking around here. Do not.
Fine.
Just because he's trans,
Ow.
that does not
Oh
make
yeah,
it
he's
cool.
trans, sorry.
Yeah, so please don't, ridicule him by putting
I will not.
the bearded lady on the board.
Not at all. No, no.
Thank you.
I actually forgot he was trans. Ooh, we could definitely use the buttons from their box over there. That's by Ingrid.
Yeah, you
That's the
definitely
one I gave
could.
to Ingrid. That's in front of Ingrid. That's the box. Yeah.
We have a lot of boxes in
Over
there.
there.
Yes, there's a box there
There's
as
a box
well.
there and there and there's a box here.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
You're not helping some of it.
No, I'm not trying to.
In your face.
Rick, could you do me a favour and sit down there a little bit though,
Off to a
because
good start.
because that means that we can check out the volume.
Alright, but I've decided this is going to be, you know what?
Is that the red bitch?
She got a bit of green.
To anyone who's colorblind,
Yeah.
I need a pen. Somebody throw me a pen.
are you sure?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
just
mine.
lightly throw it underarm. You don't need to throw it at my
or
face.
pencil?
Doesn't
Pen?
matter.
Pencil.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Ow! Ah!
That's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why did I help
Thank
it?
you.
No,
What?
but it's the closest.
Yeah. No, you're big, strong.
Yeah, she's Adelina.
I literally just
Yeah.
grabbed it
So,
like
you can use.
Yeah.
Ishilde.
Yes.
Ishilde.
That
It's
probably
over.
more.
I can actually use feral.
Yeah.
Yes,
Why?
you can.
Why do I hate myself so much?
Now the dwarf. Do we have a dwarf token?
Yes.
Yes,
Don't
we
you have
have.
Fasca?
We have.
Well, Valeth. She's not a dwarf, but she's short, so it counts.
Is that
But what
valid?
about Fasca? Don't we
I
have
think it's
Fasca?
Fasca.
Yeah, if you have Fasca.
I thought that was Fasca.
No.
Oh, these are the ones for Fate.
Yeah, that we had for
so.
Fate's Wincon.
Is that not Fasca?
No,
No.
it's Valeth.
Ah.
Sure. No.
Yeah, because
Is
it
it?
has Valesline on it.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't have Valesline, but
No,
someone
Valeth's-
thought she did.
No, but who is that?
Yeah, it's, I
Isn't
don't
that
think
like
it's Fasca.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's valid. I
Yeah.
think it is because
Yeah.
at the images on Facebook,
I
you have
can
to
use
have a Leslie.
I can use Cassian for,
Yeah.
for mine, and you
Okay.
can use
Gaffy can use Feral then.
yeah, and then you can
Yeah, I'll just
Just
use Valeth. It's
Valeth.
fine. She has a color that's very
appropriate.
yeah.
Is it the color of dwarfism?
It's the color of death.
Hey, by the way, did you know that the Kestrels are playing right now? Maybe we should just stop what we're doing and go and watch them.
Yeah, totally. We should just all leave.
In the Mouth of Madness, Part 2.
What? I have
I'm
no
gonna
idea
say-
what's going on.
There
I'm
is.
gonna steal
I've had.
some chips.
I've had
Do you
less than
want to
4
smell
hours
all of
sleep
that?
because I was working a late shift and an early shift this morning. I spent
You
most
know
of the
that's a
day
mistake.
hauling around bits for the balcony. Now I'm overtired, so I may be a bit giddy. Okay, so just don't be alarmed by it. It's perfectly normal.
For you.
Yeah, Lucia Ferrier says she's tired as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sit here and watch this and play Sims while inhaling Red Bull.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
If they made the Red Bull inhaler,
Wow.
Yes, I would be on that like a bad rash all over it.
Alright, so what's the time? It's 1902, so that means game times.
can we get a sound check though? How are we sounding? Is anyone sounding like poop?
Yeah, no one is saying anything about the sound so far, so I'm guessing we're good.
Yeah. Please let us know if it's like echoey and stuff because we have 2 microphones today.
Yeah.
We
any-
set it up a little differently.
Yeah.
As you can see, you can actually see ours here.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully it's fine. But yeah, do let us know. And Luchadum says, I get giddy drunk with fatigue too. You're not the only one. Okay, so yeah, welcome to episode 24, I think, of the Kestrels.
Wow.
In Close Quarters is the title of this one.
You don't remember? You're the one who puts the posts up.
I know.
What are
I'm
you?
really bad with numbers.
I'm really bad with like letters.
So see, perfect match.
2155. Like
you
between the
guys
two of us,
says-
we're one human being.
Oh.
It's okay, slightly echo and Rick, but not bothersome. We can just turn down the volume on the thingy-majiggies.
Ask me for a sound check.
So just wondering if we do this, because this side doesn't pick up stuff.
No, it doesn't.
So if we do this, then this left.
Yeah, but also just try to turn it a tiny wee bit down there. It'll probably be good. So,
Sound check.
yeah. Not by much, just a tiny bit.
Is it that way or that way?
It's towards you is turning it
that.
down.
I can do it too.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't think you would have to.
It'd be a little bit.
You always hated me.
Rita says that she can't hear an echo. Slight echo for everyone.
Yeah.
Very minimal though.
Yeah, so yeah, episode 24 in Close Quarters. And so we are with our alternate crew this time, so we're back in Ostwick.
Plan B.
Yes, Group B.
Gaffy squad.
Yeah, the Gaffy squad.
Gaffy force. Can you make a G with your hand? It's like X-Force. Isn't that derivative? Totally.
Oh, just a little bit.
Wow.
Anyway, so we could maybe just reintroduce the new characters we're playing, since a lot of people probably don't remember them or aren't very familiar with
Gaffinators.
them.
Wow.
We have to gaffinate instead of
We're
caffeinate.
it's like instead of oh wow.
Anyway, before we start getting into game though, I want to give a special shout out to the winner of our hoodie giveaway, the 1K giveaway. Congratulations to Among Foxes and Wolves, who lives all the way over in Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You an Australian accent.
All the way over in Australia.
Yeah. Throws a shrimp on the barbie. I don't know.
Australia.
I'm not really good with Australian accents.
no.
I'm
sorry.
amazing. I'm the best. Everyone says so.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Prove
hell
it.
no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not a monkey.
Ends up
Sorry.
sounding
Sorry.
Indian, and then he goes like South African.
Wow.
Anyways,
See, now I want to do that. That sounds really cool.
Anyway, she also sent us the sweetest message on Instagram earlier today. I'm not going to read it out because, But thank you so much. We really appreciated it. And
so sweet.
yes, you are the sweetest. We love you.
That was actually, it just ticked the box, the whole reason for doing this.
Yeah.
So after this one, I'm just quit.
No.
No.
That's it.
You're not
My
allowed.
feet are actually currently nailed to the floor. I'm not going anywhere.
No. Nope. Yeah, so thank you. We really appreciate it. It was just the sweetest message to
Oh, shit.
receive.
I just thought, that's the camera, right? Oh, good. It wasn't like last time where I was looking at, the wrong thing the whole time.
You were looking at the mic instead of the
Yeah.
camera.
Right.
Shut up.
So yeah, let's just get into it.
Yes.
Tonya, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Gaffy or Gakfar or Amdulis or the son of deceased Nest.
It sounds like a Nessie. Oh, the seasonedness.
Well, he's like this, half elven magician who kind of takes his looks not after his father. I know.
He looks human.
I can't.
Tonya is also overtired and
I cannot do this.
no
Which is,
no brain.
No brains today.
She's alright if she sounds like a really angry Italian PE teacher.
Also,
Yes.
Gaffy is 12.
Yes,
That's the most
And he's a
important
pretty
thing.
decent
He's
Big boy.
big boy.
I think he's turning 13 soon.
Yeah,
though.
he's turning.
Yeah.
Or has
13
turned
soon.
13. I'm not sure.
BDBB,
Wow.
which is a new K-pop band starring Gaffy.
So Ryura says, OMG, perfect name, Gaffy Squad.
Yes.
So she likes that one.
Hello, Gaffy Force.
Oh, Gaffy
The
Force.
Yes, there's nothing. No, I'm not
The
going to
Gaffy
say
gang.
Yeah. Gaffy gang, Gaffy gang.
Gaffy Engen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's move on.
Yes.
Sunniva.
I play Adelina. She's a warrior. She's from Ferelden. She's from Dunneran. And she's a sort of a snob, noble kind of creature. Living with her sister in Ostwick. Yeah. Working for Lady Trevelyan.
She's disgustingly noble and honourable.
Yeah.
So annoying.
Yeah, she totally doesn't fit in.
Last time she
Get with it.
talked her way out of a battle. And she's the warrior.
Yeah. Bitch, do you know
Yeah,
what
I love that.
Yeah.
See, I forgot all about that. You made the floor cave in and stabbed a lot of people, and you just stood there and were like, bitch, please. And they were like, no. It was terrible.
It was great.
It was so good.
Right. So, hi, I'm Anita. I play Jarvia, the Dwarven Rogue, who is, according to one of our viewers, a dwarvable. And she speaks with a New Jersey-ish accent.
I'm sorry, who said that?
Norse.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
He said, well,
He said
he's
adorable.
responsible for the adorableness.
Yeah.
when we see each other next.
That is a new t-shirt.
That is a t-shirt idea.
Hashtag adorable.
He's gonna want
Yeah,
tags.
it needs to feature both Jarvia and Vasca
Yeah.
because they're both adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please don't make that a thing. I don't want that to be a thing.
It's already a thing. It
Yeah.
has
It's
to.
too late.
It's too late.
It's out there in the universe.
Gonna bring back. By the way, you'll see that they're all sitting behind a green screen. That's because later we're gonna Photoshop it to make it look like a gigantic toilet.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm kidding.
Too
I'm
much
kidding.
work.
I'm kidding. It would basically we're gonna make it look like the Fade or Sweden, which is kind of close.
Still too much work.
Yeah. If you do it, of course, then you know.
Yeah, if you do it, that's fine.
I think because somebody didn't iron the green screen, it's gonna be really crinkled.
It's not a green screen. It's just a green sheet,
Don't ruin it.
which is kind of too short. But I couldn't find the other one.
No.
Yeah. So, anyway, hi. I'm Ingrid. I play today. I play Lazarus Ma. He is a mage, and he has time for no shit. pretty much.
I checked my
He
schedule.
has no fucks to give.
He has no fucks to give, and he's a very useful mage because he can boost everyone else.
He's a buff.
Yes,
He's a buffer. Hi, my name's Rick. I am the GM. I essentially play everyone else, which includes Keth, who is Valeth Squeeze, who is currently without his beloved engaged to be, but seems rather positive. He is, of course, an ex-Templar. He was a Templar, but he got better. And we also have Alessio Entente, who, incidentally, is the owner of the Unbreachable, a tavern within Ostwick, which is where we find our heroes! In the basement, the unknown secret basement of the Unbreachable, which you have recently discovered to be the hidden place where people do gambling for nug battles.
Yeah.
and it's also very breachable.
Very.
Yes, it is. I mean, Keth managed to invade it in full plate armor through a second store window.
So, somebody forgot that the NPCs weren't following, and because
I just assumed he was.
because I'm not as skillful as a certain mercer, I just had him crawl through the top window in full plate mail. It's like everyone pointing out to me, that would never happen. It's full plate mail. It's Keth though.
Yeah, so he's super strong. It's
He's
fine.
super
Maybe
duper
you
strong.
met a mage who just like Limgardium Leviosa.
I don't think that's how mages work in this game. It'd be more like, could you elevate me up here? Yeah, sure, with a bit of your blood! Hashtag Templars have it right.
Booyah.
I'm just being really super controversial, okay? It's just my opinion. So, this is where we find ourselves. You guys were introduced to a secret armory as well. Do you remember what you got from there?
Well, didn't get
Mold?
anything.
I didn't get anything.
There was actually a whole host of weapons and armor in there
Yeah.
from different eras.
I don't think we picked up anything. We were just looking at stuff.
Yeah.
No.
He showed us his collection, with pride.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He had some early generation to Vincent plates, which he kept in good nick, which is pretty good.
Yeah, and then something burst through the wall.
Yeah. We'll get to that. That was the big. I like cliffhangers.
Yeah.
They're the best. Am I getting still some echo, by the way, or am I good? Pray tell, can I continue?
Well, no one has complained so far. And before you continue, Lucia Farah says, Tonya is my walking advertisement, my beautiful model for my knitted works.
Aww.
Wait, that's her sweater?
No.
Is that a polite way of saying that you stole her sweater? Because I would totally advertise your works. What are you doing?
She's finding the headband.
Yeah, there you go.
My
cute.
gosh, you look so Norwegian.
Very.
If you look at, by the way, guys, if any don't come from
That's
Norway,
true.
this is very Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone Swedish says, yeah, man, no,
Yeah.
Norwegian.
Lucia Farah says, slight echo, but it's okay. And Luther Jim says, still echoing, sorry, I was sorting out food. But is it just his voice that is echoing, or are we echoing?
It sounds like it's just mine. They keep mentioning my name, right?
Because if it's us as well,
We just killed one of the mics.
I will just...
Because
check
it's not
everything.
just today's experience that we're thinking about. It's also the podcast as
Yes,
well, which
yeah.
is post-production wise gonna be a nightmare. So
I'm just gonna
give us a
turn
minute.
this down.
Give her a minute. Use this opportunity to get yourself a drink. Maybe get that back massage that your hubby or partner or whatever cat promised you. Sorry, just as I'm saying this, one of my cats is running for it.
Okay, hopefully this helps a little bit. I've adjusted it down here.
it was
And
both
there.
earlier to my ears, Lutra Gem says. And Lucy Farah says only Rick.
Oh.
Only
Damn
Rick.
it, she got there before me. With Anita's backup.
Yeah.
Are you okay there? You're eating your arm?
No, my
Frozen?
mouth is long It's nowhere near my arm.
You just look like you were posing for a shot.
No, I'm just relaxing.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
What is this to relax?
You strange Norwegians and your strange ways.
Just gonna wait for Ingrid to come back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But in the meantime, tell me if it helped. Now I can barely hear Rick at all. Okay.
Is that because I'm not shouting? It's just turn this up a bit, right?
No, because that one just does, like, it turns down the decibel a little bit. Or, 10 decibels. So if I switch that one, let's see if that is better.
Who let the cats out? Cat. Because that's what cats say. Cat.
So hopefully that works.
Cats, meow, meow, meow. I want to let a rumor out.
No.
Rumor.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Ola's working on something.
Oh, what is he working on?
The thing of the GM panel thing.
Oh, yeah, that
See,
one.
we were at BanzaiCon recently. Had a huge blast. It was really good. And we were invited to be part of the GM panel. And it was something we really felt was a lot of fun. It has a lot of importance. Ola decided that he was going to produce or create, with yours truly, a series of small 15-minute episodes, if you will, for YouTube, where we're going to basically tell people who don't know squat about being a GM on how to get there in their own comfortable manner. So there's no, like, we're going to tell you how to do it our way. It's more, we're going to show you how you could do it using whatever works for you. Whole point is basically to get more people to become GMs, especially women, because there are not enough female GMs out there, I think, and that's like a lot of experience that you're missing out on. That's just my 5 cents. But watch this space. He's really treating it like his personal.
Oh yeah, he's treating it like it's a legit job.
Yeah.
He's doing full project manager.
We're expecting an invoice in the
I'm his wife. I can get him to waive that invoice.
Oh God! I will not ask how you're going to do that.
I will just strictly command him not to.
Strictly commanded not to. Wait, now I've got a picture of you with your hands on your hips, like saying, because after that point, words are lost.
Okay, I don't know how to adjust the volume on this one, but
That's probably because the top's melted from the fire we had.
I figure if we just turn that down a bit.
What are you doing?
Getting my painkillers.
Medieval anesthetic!
Yeah, so at least we will be, making more content for YouTube and stuff.
Yes!
Up or down? Down, because there's still an echo apparently, but Rick is a little bit better, so hopefully that helps. There we go. Hoping the audio is better now, folks. Let's just try to see.
We can also put this a little bit further towards
Us.
Tonya.
Yeah.
If we move
Just
that.
further away from Rick.
Yeah.
Let's just do it like this.
To be honest, if we move that entire section over there and move that to the other side of...
As I walk through this valley of the shadow of doubt, I take a look at my life and realize it's not that. I've been laughing and blasting so long that even my mama thinks that my client's gone. Oh, and everybody else deserve it.
Yeah, it's fine. No, but it's like, sorry guys that we always have to do this. You must be sick and tired of it, but by now, but we're trying to find the best possible way of doing
I really
this.
got to smoke, but I gotta smoke. Ever see my life in the pistol smoke? Boom, I'm gonna. How am I sounding?
See on the sound bars
Yeah.
here that we don't pick up Rick as much as we did.
Okay, so that's good.
Charlie had a pigeon, had a pigeon, had a
Just a
pigeon.
little bit.
Charlie had a pigeon he flew through the morning, he flew through the night, and when he came home, he was covered in Charlie had a pigeon. Like, damn it, just stabbed the cat. Sorry. He's okay though. He's gonna walk it off.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's still picking you up though. It's
Yeah, it will inevitably because we don't have a screen for it.
We could make one.
But yeah.
Now we're the GM.
Oh no! And suddenly it's going to be like gone. On the
yeah,
stream.
possibly.
I know.
It's fine.
I'm
I'm
but-
used to it.
I mean, at
Ingrid.
least that's a solution.
Ingrid. Just take the GM screen from over there. Use that.
But then we cannot see the map.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Because I have like 3 or 4 different GM screens there. It's so good. Have a fiddle. All this effort just to block my voice.
Yeah.
It's like being back at home.
You have a big voice.
Yeah,
Speak.
it carries.
I'm Brian Blessed!
Yeah, it's still picking you.
Yeah, that's because I'm
Yeah.
doing Brian Blessed. How's it doing now?
I know.
Oh well.
What's annoying about it is it's still picking it up to do an echo, but when we like use one microphone, can it pick up all of us? Can it bollocks?
You scared the crap out of Lucifer with that sneeze.
No, but I think, for future reference, I think one mic setup is the only way we can do it without an echo, and Rick will just have to be closer to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
think.
I get a new one that catches up full round and it won't be an issue.
Yeah.
We have some sponsors in the wings which are
Oh,
Veering
I'm
to-
already saving up for one, so
Right,
it's
continue.
gonna happen.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
just
Yes.
get this going.
Screw it, let's get this on. Alright, so aforementioned, you guys are in the basement of the Nug combat pits, the betting arena for the Nug fighting, underneath the Unbreachable Tavern, which is situated on the west part of Ostwick. Please ignore my cat. I'm going to shoot him later.
Please don't.
I'm not going to shoot him later. I may just kick him a little.
Well, you clean up a mess.
Oh, mess being the cat. You guys have also been shown the armory, so you had a chance to get a better weaponry, some armor if you want it. You don't get a chance to heal up, however, when the sound from upstairs reveals that you've been followed. Now, if you recall, it's left a mark on some of you.
Who was that?
When it touched you, it left a
The
very fine
Keth?
red. Yeah, it was on Keth's arm.
Yeah.
And someone's foot.
Yes.
Yes,
Not
I
mine.
believe
Not
it
mine.
was
Might have been
yours.
mine, I don't
Yeah, because it
remember.
grabbed your foot.
Yeah.
Because you had to switch one of your shin guards or arm
Yeah,
guards or
that's true.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you went into the
I
armory.
don't
to swap stuff
remember
around.
things like that.
Ah. In any case, as we left you last time, Keth had decided that enough was enough and we needed to face this beast down. This beast in question, by the way, was previously seen back at the docks when the rest of the Kestrels were captured by the enemy. This is, as has been revealed, is known as Papa, or father, and it turns out to be the farmer whose daughter you couldn't save because she was already cursed with the taint, but you put her down, which she never forgave you for. You don't know what's happened between then and now, but now he's somehow turned into a 10-foot tall, hulking creature of red lyrium. Quite unlike anything else you've seen. He's very resilient, very tough, and can seemingly endure fire, although he doesn't like it. The stairwell going up to the trapdoor that you came down to shatters completely. Smoke pushes its way right down into the room, covering the entire area in a choking dust. Thank you for the cough, that's good. Some of the nugs start waking up and start, there's 100 nugs in here, start going. Every now and then, though.
Make a point of releasing them.
Yeah, sure. In the background, however, you hear one particular sound that's more like a.
Is it a Mabari?
No,
Oh.
Darkspawn.
no.
It's a battle nug.
I'll go check it out.
There is a rather large cage back there.
Yep.
It's a battle nug.
It's about the size of a horse.
Okay, do you want me to roll for it?
You just gonna take a closer look first of all?
Yeah, perception.
Well, roll your perception now, Pleth. Remember now, don't roll d20 when I'm playing D&D. What do you get? What do you get?
That's
Yeah.
11 there,
Yeah.
and we have 13.
13?
Yep.
13. Yeah, you can tell from looking between the bars that this is a very big nug.
A very big nug.
It's a very big nug.
Can I apply empathy to see if it's angry?
Yes.
Then it's 15.
15. Yeah, you get the sensation that it's upset with the noise, and it's being very, very protective of the smaller nugs.
Yes, I will release all the small nugs and the big one last, so he can protect them.
It's gonna take you a while. There's a lot of cages.
I'll help.
Cool.
Sure, I'll help too.
Actually,
Jerry is gonna ready her crossbow and get ready to
I
shoot.
cast haste on Gaffy.
This is the most absurd
Wait.
picture in my head. Gaffy running around at the speed of the Flash, going zip, zip, and zip, zip. All these nugs are like,
Yeah, it's a +10 bonus to your speed.
holy crapsicle.
So
So 22 speed then.
you're welcome. Do I need to roll for it?
I believe you have to get the
Target.
score. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's one large difference between D&D and DA. In D&D, you don't roll to see if you can pull off the magic; it just happens. Your opponent rolls to see if you can dodge it. Something to that effect.
Yep, just made it.
No harrowing for you. No sucking. Your soul isn't sucked into the. Shame. Just wanted like a harrowing. Thanks. So you're as you're running around trying to get these cages open, which isn't too hard. They seem to be just a nail into a socket. No, there's no security features. Your feet start moving at an incredible speed, so much so that you almost feel sick from the sudden increase in momentum. Though you do feel, you recognise the touch of magic being applied to you.
I hope that helps.
Although, from your perspective, from your perspective, it's more like, I hope it Ironically, all of the nugs as you rescue them more like sound like, instead of like, it's slowed down. Everything's slowed down for you. For everyone else, you're seeing a manic Gaffy going, gotta get him out, pew, 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 pew.
So his voice is even more
Gotta
squeaky
go,
than
gotta
normal.
get the
Yes.
job done. Gotta free all the nugs.
I love that.
That's actually precisely as it sounds. That's how Gaffy sounds. This is your voice on haste. Oh, Ingrid's been practicing.
I can't do it properly still. Oh my god.
But
Lucha Gem is just saying, oh my god. But also my hubby is watching us, so he says hello.
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 hola, hola. As you're doing this, the trapdoor finally gives in, and despite the big, huge pile of dust that covers the entire room, you see a darkened silhouette detaching itself from all this fallen debris and stone. It's the same creature that you guys were facing before, that one that had followed you.
Yeah.
It's also, Gaffy, you recognise this from the warehouse, the thing which beat the crap out of Than.
Mhm.
This is not a creature to be trifled with. It's dumb, but it's incredibly strong and very tough. And it seems to be carrying a rather large farmer's scythe in its hands now. The blade of which is made of pure red lyrium. Thing is, it actually looks like it's part of him, as if it's growing out of his forearm.
He looks ugly.
He looks fugly, which is weird. No, actually, it's not weird. It's the exact opposite of weird. It's entirely expected, because his face has like crystal growths coming out of it. He has no jaw. His mouth is actually distended into his chest, so every now and then you see teeth coming out of the forebits here. Oh, and his tongue is lolling around, and it's the teeth itself has more like fangs sticking out. The gaping maw he has here, you seem to think that this creature doesn't eat anymore. What's left over is just the sheer manifestation of his malice, all of this anger and hatred he has. The one remaining eye he has left, which hasn't been overgrown with crystalline growth, is maddened, bloodshot, and altogether disturbingly human. And you can see it as it sees you. Doesn't really recognize you guys, but it recognizes you. Probably from the warehouse. And it is... Yeah?
Lucha Gem says Chipmunk Gary. No, Chipmunk Gaffy.
Yeah,
That's
you're like
gonna be
Alvin. Alvin, Simon, Gaffy.
I have no idea who Alvin is, but
Anyway,
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Rick.
Digressions.
No. Alvin and the Chipmunks.
it's not something.
Your country did the. You know what? Forget it. Moving on.
Yeah.
Roll initiative, bitches. Alright.
I'm probably last.
You know, saying roll initiative, bitches is a lot less funny when all of your players are female. I gotta tell you, it's kind of like it sends the wrong message.
Yeah.
I could say bastards, but that's just confusing. I mean, there's
My
rules.
dudes.
I know my
Dicks.
father.
17.
I'm just thinking all these different sentences. My dudes.
17.
It's 17. Thank you for coming. Rabbit. All right. Oh, snap doodle dunk.
What?
Nothing. What?
It has begun.
We've started synchronizing our speech patterns, apparently.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're.
Ola says sugar.
Feel good.
Oh, bola.
This looks so synthetic. It's got to be bad for me.
Yep.
No, that's a negative way of looking at things, which is probably true. Let's see, Dex. Ooh. I am gonna need to flip this page. Let's see. All right, so who got higher than 20? What's that?
Bitch,
No,
please.
Sorry. I think I can hear Feral coming from another place
He's not
shouting.
here.
I know. Okay, who got 19? 18. 17.
Yeah.
Oh, now you can't have both of you 17. You have to decide who goes first.
I had the highest dragon die.
Then you go first.
Then you go first. So I'll count you as 18. 17. So that's gotta stop writing your name as Feral.
Adelina. I'm not feral.
Yeah, but you'll always be Feral to me.
But she's not here.
That's a love song waiting to happen. You'll always be feral to me.
It's either great for you or great for Papa. You never know when the GM laughs with such a childlike joy.
That's true.
Is it so obvious? You remember that from last time? Yeah. He was like, babe, and you're like, oh shit. It's one of those like old payoffs where you do something and you're thinking, it's like, Papa will remember that. You're like, oh no. 16. 15. 14. That's 14 for the big best boy. Best big boy.
Decent big boy.
Pretty decent. Big boy.
I remember.
PDBB. 13. 12. 11.
Yes. I have one in there.
It's still better than Valath.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
I'll take it.
Yep. It's my line. Nothing is mine anymore. Okay, kiddos. Incidentally, cools. Right, so that map. I'm not going to keep walking around just to move that map around.
No.
That map is only going to be used when it becomes useful. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. However, Papa gets the first go. This hulking beast comes charging in. Who would you say is the closest person to the entrance? What with time to prepare? Because
It all depends
It's a
whether
scary
the
world.
cages are
In
close
here.
to the
Oh,
stairway.
you're moving too quickly to be a problem.
But here's
Threat
the
anyway.
thing, because both me, Gaffy, and Lazarus are helping with the nugs.
Yeah.
Jarvia is the only one who stated
now,
that she
the
has
real
taken out
question-
her crossbow.
The real question is, would Jarvia accidentally put herself closest to this thing? Or would she have just like, oh, I'm camping, and just go and hide in the
Well-
corner somewhere?
She has a crossbow, which means she needs range.
Yep.
So she's probably, quite at least a distance away from it. She
Yes,
won't be
but
close.
I reiterate my question. Would Jarvia think to put herself ahead of the others? Or would she think, I'm going to put these guys between me and the monster?
We could roll for
You
it.
have to decide.
Yeah. No, I mean, she doesn't know these people super well yet.
I said decide, not validate.
Yeah. So no, but this is part of her
You're not on trial.
decision
All right.
process.
Okay. You know,
So she'll probably try to keep herself as far away from harm as possible.
Right.
So yeah. them between, probably.
I would
yes.
wager Keth being on the front line.
Yeah.
Just have a read
Interesting.
through that. So
That's
you
a
know,
very good
'cause
point.
I'm gonna keep
Actually,
it
yes. Let's put Keth in front.
Yeah, that's. Oh, that doesn't sound bad at all.
No wedding.
Shut up.
It's on now.
It's
what's
on
that?
like Donkey Kong.
What's that meme where it's like, can't have a wedding if you dead?
Wow.
Yeah, I just, whoa, yo,
Are we
what?
playing a game or just?
Would you
Trolling
like?
each
I don't
other.
know.
Bit of
We
both.
could have an episode that's called the Corpse Groom.
Oh god.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Alice could just kill herself and they could have a wedding in the Fade. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, says no hurting cat.
That is not how the fate works.
No.
But I like the idea. So points for originality. That is such a bitter cry.
We went to a real dark place real fast.
Yeah, so the hulking creature thumps forward like a gigantic gorilla. Its arms, one of them covered in that red scythe, come crashing down on Keth as he goes to defend. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, skibbity-big-ba-boo. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo, skibbity-big-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah! Oh, dear lordy lord. Whew. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. That was pretty crap. Rick. Find out in a minute. Shh.
This is why Rick is going to get Keth killed, so that he doesn't have to do the wedding episode.
Yep. I actually make.
Farrah says, "Uh-oh."
Going to make less work for myself.
But then you won't get a chance to make
Idiota
people cry.
says, "Ha, that's abuse of power."
And you know
So,
that.
Idiota, you have a lot of fate points. Do you
Yeah.
want to invest
Yo!
some in Keth?
Do not remind her.
Wow.
Well, thankfully, he has armor, which is very helpful considering. The scythe comes down, and you hear a very sickening, almost a brittle clanging noise as the scythe crashes against his breastplate. Keth disappears because he just flies across the room, crashing against one of the pillars, hitting it, coming down to his feet. He looks like he's been winded, but he takes the helmet from his side, looking very determined, and slots it into place. And then with his right hand against the shield, smacks his sword against the shield in like a "come get me, bro" kind of way.
Idiota says, "I don't think even Rick would be that cowardly to do that."
Cowardly? You obviously don't know me at
And
all.
then Lutrigem says, "The GM is scat singing. No reason for concern."
And the other also says, "Oh, please do remind me." Because I keep forgetting them. I keep making more drawings.
She's like the fate point bank.
Yes.
She's She's the Bank of Riori.
That should be like, we should make a country called Riori.
Yeah.
And they're like Bravo.
Bravos, yes, the
Bravo.
it's like, you know, how the Iron Bank when steel is so much harder? It's the Steel Bank.
Okay, game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game.
You know what? It wasn't me. This is all on
No,
you.
no.
Fine,
on,
it's
guys.
So, all right. So the beast has made its move. Keth has taken a total of 16 damage. That's after his armor. And now it is, if I can find the bloody page. Here we go. Oh, son of a... Whatever your character's called.
Lena.
I'm just trolling.
Well, what she's gonna do is that she's gonna look at Keth.
Yeah.
Make sure that she gets eye contact.
Yeah.
And she's gonna activate Guardian mode on Keth, which gives him 2+ to his armor rating.
Ooh, I like it.
Not that he needs it, but he needs it. It's gonna be harder to hit him.
No, that makes his armor rating 12. So, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
That's the best you can get in the game. What do you mean it's pretty good? That's literally the best result ever.
So it's pretty good.
But that also means that if he gets hit, I will take 2 penetrating damage.
Damn.
Don't get hit, bro.
Well then, I hope you have a lot of hit points. Right, but yes, is that your move?
I'm not sure if that is it's an active action, which means that I can do something more.
Yes.
Can I then activate my battle roar as well, or is that also an active action? Can I do those 2 things and that be it?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do the battle roar thing, which gives all my allies within 8 yards. Let's see. No, all enemies -1 on their attack rolls on their next turn.
Active action. You have a major action and a minor action? What does an active action count as?
That's major, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No idea.
Oh, I think it actually. I think that means it could be either.
Wait, do you mean activate action?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think you mean activate, not active. That's
Okay.
basically a minor, so that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do a rally mode, which gives everyone a +1 to defense, +1 to will saves, morale, and will courage, and 1 damage melee on melee attacks. Because I'm a master champion.
Your greatest strength is not the way you kill people, but the way you inspire others to kill as well.
So people need to have track on that themselves.
How many?
+1 defense, +1 will morale, +1 will courage, and 1 damage on melee.
Hot damn. That was a pretty good turn.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this is when the warrior starts to glow in the game.
What do you mean starts to? Oh my word. Still remember Ness. He could decapitate people in like 1 blow.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Those
Ness?
were the days.
Hey, squishy squishy, fut fut.
Alright.
Alrighty. So next up is Yavia.
Yeah.
Is it Yavia or Javia?
Jarvia.
So like the coffee, only more violent.
Yeah. Probably not as bitter.
You just took the joke I did and made it even worse. How did you do that? That's not even possible. Alright.
I'm a magical creature that way.
Are you gonna do the whole like poof, invisible thing?
Oh yeah, maybe I can do that. I'm not sure.
Alright,
Only if you
crossbow's a
have
good
shadow.
weapon.
Yeah, I don't think I have shadow.
That's a specialization, so if
Yeah.
you haven't chosen
Remember that if you have lethality, which I think you do, ranged weapons still count.
I do have lethality. Yes.
Yeah.
You use your wits to hit enemies where it hurts. You can add your cunning to your damage when making ranged attacks.
Which is it stacks up with your perception.
But it stacks with my perception.
Usually when you're adding damage to a weapon, that's a ranged
Yeah.
weapon, like a bow,
Yeah.
you add your perception instead of strength.
Oh right. Yeah.
It's not like a javelin, it's
Cool.
actually where you hit with
No
the
wonder
crossbow.
you do so much damage.
I don't. I
She's
don't
actually
shoot things.
she's
No.
yeah, she doesn't do so much damage, she's more
No,
hard
but
to
when
hit.
she stabs, she does a lot of damage.
Well, stab, stab, stab,
Well,
stab,
compared to what I do, at least.
Mm.
Usually. All right, so I'm going to attempt to shoot this thing. I'm not behind it, so I can't really backstab it.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, lethality it is. Let's see, that's not good. 4, 5, 6, 7 plus. What do I do for
Dex.
Dex. So that is a 13 to hit. Was it +1 to attack rolls too?
No.
No.
Only on no.
If we assume that you took a minor
Oh.
action to aim, that's +1 to that.
Well, yeah. I get +2 actually if I do an aim. So yeah, I could do an aim and then not move because I assume aim is a minor
Yes, it
action.
is.
Yeah, so that's 13, 14, 15.
Yep, you just managed to get past its defense.
I have to remember to do the aim thing.
Yes, you do.
Um,
Because it's not in D&D.
no, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
All right, so then I do the attack. Yay! Ooh, that's ooh. That is, let's see, 15. No, yeah, because we rolled 3 dice for
Yeah,
damage
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's 15,
Well, some weapons
20 plus.
No, wait. No. You have
No, it's 2d6. Oh
So it's
well,
still 10.
10,
Just
15 plus
2 dice.
cunning. Yeah, so
it's plus cunning, it's plus your perception as well.
yeah.
plus my perception. Where was
Yeah,
my
it's 15
perception?
plus 3
Yeah, so 18,
and plus 1.
19.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Bam!
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, ugly!
You know, you did the whole kind of like, I'm going to close one eye to be extra super dexterous.
Yeah.
The one eye that you had open was like, I don't want to keep missing. Oh my god.
I'm so charming.
To be that ranger with the dexterity of like minus 13. Every time you fire, you shoot your friend in the ass, you know?
You're not allowed to be a ranger then. You would have taken away.
I'm an
Fine.
expert scout, so it's fine.
Yeah. Luck. Yeah, so your bolt screeches through the air after you say, "Hey, ugly!" It actually looks around at you because it recognizes the language. The bolt slams into its chest. You can see it actually cracks its skin like crystal to the point where the bolt sticks in. So it's gotten through. And there is this viscous black ichor that starts to leak out. However, it's a tiny bolt and this thing's huge, so you need plenty more of those.
Probably.
You really want to get those doubles, so keep your eyes open for the doubles when you're attacking. Right, that leaves us with PDBB. Pretty decent big boy. The Gaffinator.
Alright.
The Gaffy tree.
I don't really have very much. I mean, I have quite a lot.
I'm
What's
sorry.
left is just that. I think I'm going to activate 2 modes.
Yes.
Because they are minor actions.
Yes.
So I'm going to activate Battle Magic and Fade Shroud. Like Combat Magic and Fade Shroud, that is.
Yep.
So now I have 17 defense.
Did we agree that you can activate more than one mode
But
at the
this
same
is,
time?
But this is like, if I activate Combat Magic,
Yeah.
then I can use 5 mana points to apply Fade Shroud. And that gives me...
Oh yeah, Fetron isn't a mode per se.
Yeah,
No.
so it's 17.
Agreed. So tell us the effects of that.
Again, plus 3 defense.
Yep.
So I have 17 now.
That's pretty good. And you've got your combat magic, which means your magic is now your strength, which means suddenly, Gaffy, you're using the Silverite blade, yeah? So that's did we agree that was now cascading electricity? Yeah. So the room begins to get dry in the air. The sword that Gaffy draws is drawn with almost a audible hum as the static builds up to the point where there is this flash thundercrack as small arcs of lightning start ricocheting off the walls. Motes of dust and such being kicked up. It actually causes a fire against one of the cages as it burns straight through it. That's your modes engaged, so you can't do anything else. Moving up to the next victim. Oh, Lazarus!
Yeah, I'm going to, first and foremost, I'm going to keep haste going on
Yes.
Gaffy,
Yes.
which means that you have the bonuses on the next turn. I've already crossed out the magic points. And then I'm going to cast Heroic Defense on Keth.
Yes.
And yes, that hits the target number easily. And that means because he's within 30 yards.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, let's see, he gets a +5 bonus to defense. And a +2 bonus to armor rating.
Jesus.
Wow. So he's on 14 on armor rating
Yeah.
now.
I don't think he's gonna die today.
And remember, he also has 1 defense
Yeah,
from me.
and that's for a number of rounds equal to half your magic score. So that's, I'm guessing it's rounded down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 rounds. He has this for 3 rounds.
God damn.
He's... Wow.
Alright, wicked.
Yeah.
He's a tank now.
He's
Yep.
now literally a tank. In fact, as you place this thing on him, the armor that he's wearing starts to shine. Like a visible radiance to it. Yeah, the wings in his helmet start blah, 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 blah.
And then I would
So
like
holy.
to use my bonus action to try to observe this creature
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can find any weaknesses or any weak spots.
That's fair enough. Go for,
I
Is
have
it-
observation,
Ah.
so wasn't that a +2?
it is.
Yeah.
not today. Scattering, just destroying my dream of
Is
killing
it
Keth.
seeing?
It is definitely seeing.
Yes.
You can tell from its smell that it's not had the toilet for quite some time.
21.
21. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
There are still burn marks on this thing. It seems to be regenerating every injury except fire. It doesn't like fire.
He's a troll.
Speaking as a
It's a free action, yes,
Oh.
but you've already used one.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't mind if you say a quick sentence.
Like,
Kill it with fire. Meta. But
it's vulnerable to fire. I just shout.
Yeah.
Sounds simple enough. Yeah, Keth is pretty close to you. He gives you a...
Gem says these guys really want that wedding.
Yeah, they do. You would not believe the amount of death threats I'm going to get if I don't let them have it. But I do like toying with that idea. Keth starts charging forward again. What you doing?
Broke my ring.
broke
Speaking
your
of weddings, it's not a wedding ring.
Okay.
No, but-
My heart
It's
stopped there,
bloodstone.
Ingy.
Oh.
That's not funny.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, schnazzums. Nice. Okay, Keth manages to actually cause some damage. You see the ex-Templar charge forward with his armor. He actually stomps across the ground now. You can see visible cracks where he's hammering his feet against the ground. It's like a weird side effect of all this magic gone onto him. He seems to be more buff, more heavier. And when he charges into the beast, his sword is thrust forward. It carves straight in and cuts a weft on the side there, casting all manner of very thick and glutinous matter on the floor. That's a palpable hit. Going straight back to the top. Papa just killed a man. His name was Keth.
With a sword against his head.
Hold my trigger.
Drag my hand back. Now he's dead.
And
That's cool.
that's the best you got? Seriously? Oh dear God.
I realized I had forgotten to choose specialization, so I chose Journeyman Shadow and Novice Marksman. Just so you know.
Just so I know. Yeah. Right, this creature's actually roars so hard, and it's not got a jaw, remember. So its saliva and all of these almost slimy clots of sinuous matter just drool out of the huge gaping hole where its jaw used to be. Its eyes start glowing red, sharp pinpricks.
Good luck.
No, just checking.
Holy crap! Nice, cool. No, not today. Yeah. Oh noes. Oh, people are gonna hate me.
He's got 14 in armor rating.
That's great.
But
That's
if he rolls
super.
over 14 still.
He's also got a heavy armor master, so
Remember, he has -1 on his attacks, though.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He just because he classes as a warrior, this creature just did expert strike to make sure it worked. Or quick.
Meanie.
But that means he doesn't do as much damage, so it's fine.
No, my bad. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant what was it? Veteran and berserker.
Mm.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's
Probably
pretty cool.
not.
Piercing, but that actually doesn't go through completely. So that's essentially, yep, cool. The creature bull rushes Keth, picking him up with his left hand and smashing him against the floor once, twice, 3 times, and then brings its foot up and stomps down on him. There's a horrible moment when you remember you remember Ness. Well, he does.
No
You guys
one
don't know
here
that.
does.
No,
that,
no one here does that.
Yeah, well, you remember that moment where Keth is like struggling to get up and his foot comes down on him, cracking him against the floor. If he wasn't wearing armor, he'd be dead. because he's actually created cracks in the ground around him. Keth's helmet pops off, and his nose is bleeding. However, he's still going. However. I'm going to do something else now. And attack again.
Oh shit!
What?
Is Keth dying?
No,
he can't
he
die
missed.
this fast.
He missed. Although the monster seems to be well intent on killing Keth. It brings its side up and brings it down, just missing Keth's flank as he rolls to one side and manages to get clear of the beast. Although when he gets up, his armor's cracked and broken in a few places. His shield's actually missing bottom part where it's all been crunched. You can see that some of the plating is crunched into his ribs as well, because it's got some blood trickling down the side. That brings us up to...
Adelina.
Yeah, that was her. Yeah, Adelina.
I am going to do a quick strike as a minor action. If he is adjacent to me, is he that? Is he adjacent to me?
He can be very quickly, yes.
That means I have to use my minor action to move. Or
Were you attacking him in melee before?
no, I just like.
No, in that case you weren't,
Okay.
so...
Then I'll just have to do a normal attack then.
Oh, boo-hoo! I mean, you can do a charge move. Get
Is
some +2 to your thing.
any lit? No, forget it. I'm just gonna attack it. Yeah, I'm gonna charge him. Whatever.
With fire.
I don't have fire.
But fire.
But I don't have fire.
Keep him busy.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's not good. Did I get a +2 if I charged?
You did, because you're
Yeah.
charging.
See.
Here comes the hate mail.
15. Does that hit him?
15 just hits him.
Good.
Especially since there's so many debuffs on the poor sod.
Oh, that's good because I had a double 2. I rolled 2 2s and a 1.
You managed to hit...
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
Ow.
I'm dying here.
Because I have 6 in strength. And
I guess Ola isn't the only munchkin around.
Your
Yeah, no.
magic.
Sorry, Ola, step aside. You've met your match. So go on then.
that means I can just do a mighty blow as well because I can do that as well. Oh, hey, I have 3. I mean, let's see what I can do with that. I can do.
Remember, your character has discounts on certain stunts.
I know. That's why I'm checking.
Oh dear God, that smile. Anyone else get? Did anyone else get chills?
Oh. No, we only get that when you get that smile.
No.
I got no happy right now.
Oh, you do.
What does threaten do?
Oh, it makes people threatened. No, it means that they have to choose another target next turn, if I recall correctly.
Okay, then I'm gonna threaten the hell of that shit, and I'm gonna use mighty blow, and I can do a skirmish.
Really?
Yeah.
As your GM, and as
No.
your friend.
Yeah.
I would not recommend using threaten.
But I don't want to kill Keth.
No, but it'll attack someone else than you.
Oh, okay.
If you have taunt, you should totally use taunt.
No, I don't.
Isn't taunt a basic stunt?
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use mighty blow and knock prone.
Sure. Okay, we can try that. Seriously, have you not got? I thought taunt was a basic combat stunt. Because that means he'll go for you instead.
No, I don't.
No. It's not on the sheet.
Really?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. Because taunt's part of the warrior class.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
I
don't have the book in
it's,
front of
it's
me.
not on the quick sheet of the
Ah.
standard stuff. It's
Oh,
on
but
the
it's-
extended sheet.
Yeah, it's there. You want to read
So
it out?
you have.
How many points is it?
I don't know. I don't have it here because I don't have the
Yay.
sheets.
Oh, actually, hold on. I fix.
Okay.
GM intervention. Want to make sure my players have all of the things they need. Here is your major minor actions. I do have rules here for flying combatants, but that's only when Keth is being thrown around the room.
Oh.
And here is your stunts.
Too soon.
Too soon. Let's see. Taunt is a 2.
Okay, then I can do taunt and a mighty blow then.
Yeah.
Because I can
That would
do
work really well here.
Yep. Do it.
taunt. You insult or disturb distract one opponent of your choice within 10 yards. You must take an opponent post tests of your communication deception versus willpower. If you win, the target suffers a -1 penalty on attack rolls.
I do feel like this would have been an amazing moment for Cyril, but she would have taunted him and then ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to do a communications test though.
Yeah, taunting does require you to speak. Hey!
Hey, ugly.
You!
But can I do the damage first though?
Yes, darling,
Yeah.
you can.
Thank you. Because that's 3d6 and I will have 1 extra d6 of my mighty blow. And let's see if there's anything else I need to remember. I get more
We're all
marks.
playing new classes, so it's kind of like we're not really sure exactly where we are ability wise.
No.
It's like everyone's changed their jobs with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got a heart surgeon.
Okay.
Blood
That
everywhere.
is 12 plus 4, so 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 damage.
Holy shazbat.
Nice.
Is anything like that? Pierced armor? Anything like that?
No. Sorry
Dear.
to say, but no. It's 23 damage.
Computer says no.
And then I have to taunt him. And I'll be like,
Don't make it sound like
hey,
it. Huh?
stupid do.
Adelina doesn't swear.
Oh, sorry,
Hey, pick on someone your own size.
Closer too. Oh dear God. Go on, roll it.
Communication. Let's see, what is it? Deception. I don't have deception, so 13, 16.
I never understood it's a deception. I would have gone with if you really want him to attack you and you're willing to take it next turn, then it should be persuade, then deception.
It
you
says
know?
deception.
I'm just disagreeing with the rules, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
yeah.
I can change the rules. If you actually promise to take a hit next turn.
It has nothing. It doesn't matter.
Oh, right, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Never. Right, so what did you get?
16.
16?
Yeah.
And it's against my willpower, right?
No, wait. Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
your
against-
willpower, self-discipline.
Jesus Christ, that's not Patrick.
I don't think he has a lot of self-discipline.
No.
You don't know that.
The only things he can say are baby.
You got 16, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 15.
And that's cool.
Guess what?
He wants to take me. No, he
Out to a nice dinner.
Yeah, he suffers one minus on attack rolls now.
That's not going to be a problem. Take Yep. Your turn?
Adelina basically goes like,
Come on!
I'm sorry for the Norwegian.
Yeah.
For any of you who don't speak Norwegian, you're lucky.
It doesn't say anything about him attacking me now, though.
No, but taunt is,
Yeah,
it is
but
to attract attention
I
to
know,
you.
but it
Yeah.
doesn't say anything about it.
I mean, what she's saying is I don't have to.
No, that's
But
true.
what it does, however, is debuff my attacks.
Yeah.
So I'm less likely to succeed hitting y'all, which is
Yeah.
good. It's a good move.
It is a good
Yeah,
move.
moving on to the next hero. PDBB. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Javia.
me.
Sorry.
Jarvia.
I thought her character was called Javia. Sorry.
Anyway, shadow mode.
Should have moved.
I activate shadow mode.
Yep.
And then, is there anything in this room that is currently on fire?
Thanks to
Yeah,
the electricity there is a small nug cage that's on fire.
And you need to roll stealth for shadow.
Right. Good to know.
So right after Oh.
Adelina.
Adelina, sorry, not aubergine. Right after.
What?
Right after. Oh, what? Stop it, both of you. right after Adelina
That
manages
was a
to get the creature's attention with a vicious attack, you manage to disappear?
Yeah.
That's so good! Yep, there is a Madam Mim, poof, and suddenly the cocksure little dwarf is gone. What
So I rolled a double on my stealth, so that is 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19.
19? Yep.
Yes.
And what will you be doing with your newfound stealth?
I am going to try to sneak, around the room, and then I'm going to take some cloth from probably my backpack. I assume this will take more than a round.
Let's see. You're activated for your minor. And you can move for your major.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
be using your minor in the next round.
Yeah.
But after that, you'll be able to do stuff like throw it.
Yeah. So I'm going to take some cloth from my backpack, put it on fire, and then I'm going to, get as close to the thing as I possibly can and try to light it on fire.
It's going to be harder to be stealthy once you're carrying a torch.
Yeah, but stealth, I just need to get to someplace and put something on fire. After that, stealth isn't really an issue.
Fair enough. All right.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to show the guys at home, this was the creature's attempt at seeing the dwarf. Just so you can see what I rolled there.
Oh, wow.
You get a
says-
stun point though.
No.
Computer says no.
No, it's not a...
Yeah, is anyone
success,
kind
so-
enough to give the GM a point? Like a fate point? That'd be great.
Are there stealth stunts, by the way? I don't think so.
No, there should be, but there isn't.
No.
Anyways, yes, your resident dwarf is not there anymore. You don't know what she's doing. It's secret. Moving on. PDBD. What you gonna do with all that junk?
I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do.
What you really, really want?
What I want to do is charge at the base.
Yep.
And even though it says in the rules that it's not like that how it works, but I want to, while running, activate flaming weapons before I hit. Yes. I really don't can do it, but since I'm hasted, I could have, but it says in the haste that I have to use stunt points to manage it, because then I can do extra attacks.
Yeah, if you roll for the attack first and then get stunt points, you could activate probably.
Like
Yeah.
You can
from the rules,
use a
that is.
lightning attack as having a cost of 2 stunt points, and may buy the stunt multiple times to make multiple extra attacks in one round.
Jesus Christ.
That's if I get the stunt points.
Casting an invocation like flaming weapons is another thing entirely.
Yeah.
Usually I'm all cool with kind of bending the rules, but for this one, you got to make a choice.
Yeah.
Also because I hate flaming weapons, because the next one she's going to use is freezing weapons,
Yeah.
or lightning weapons. So you have like the entire
But
planets and
since my sword is kind of like on fire with the lightning stuff,
It's lit.
it's lit. I'm gonna do the charge, and if I get stun points and can do lightning attacks, can I activate flaming weapons?
Yeah. because it's magic.
I just remembered, I could just put some flaming cloth on my crossbow bolts, right? And use it as a firebolt.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm
Alright,
going to do.
I'll do the charge attack. That's +2 on the, and I got stun points because I done double.
Yeah, also you've been buffed, I think, with the
Yeah.
nearby stuff.
Yeah, I don't. I have no.
But there's no buff on the attack roll.
No.
Only to melee.
True.
Yeah, but the charge gives +2.
+2, yeah.
+2. Okay,
Did you get any
that's
stun points?
Yeah,
Or-
she got stun points.
so with the steel right sword, 14 plus 12 plus 2,
14 plus
14
12
plus-
plus 2?
so 28
Correct.
to hit.
And you can use lightning attack too.
Yeah, and I have 6 now, so I can use lightning attack 3 times. Someone hit me 3
Ola.
times.
Step down. You've been replaced. I can almost hear him at home going, what?
So, alright, so I'm gonna do 3d6 plus 10 for the first attack. That's 11 plus 10, so 21. And I'm gonna roll for my second attack. Do I have to roll for every attack, right?
Yeah. I'd like you to fail a few of them.
Gaffy is so OP.
Hashtag Gaffy OP.
5 plus 12, 17.
Actually, yes, because he's been debuffed. So that's 3 hits so far.
The attack, let's see, that's 8, 13, 23.
Mm.
Third attack.
Yep.
That is 10 plus 12, so 22.
Yep, that's all 4 attacks you've done now. Because you had lightning attack, yeah?
Well, that's just the third attack. I have one more.
I thought you started with 28. You started when you rolled with 28. So you now have had 4 attacks, which you've succeeded in all of them.
Okay.
Trust me.
But I'm gonna roll for the third damage for the third attack
You've
now.
already done it.
No.
Alright, roll again. If you want to have one that fails, it's fine.
That's just damage.
Yeah.
18.
She's rolling damage for the attacks that succeeded.
How many times have you rolled? I've only counted a few.
I've
Have
rolled for 2 attacks. Both hit.
Yep.
And did their damage.
Sorry, I thought since you had 6 stun points and lightning cost 2, you were going to do it 3 times.
Yes, I'm going to do the lightning attack.
But you're doing it in a weird way. Alright, go.
I'm doing attack for attack.
Oh, dear God.
Attack damage, attack damage, attack damage.
So now this is the third damage.
Yes.
That is 13 plus 10, so 23. And now for the last, to see if I hit the last one. That is 11 plus 12, so 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone else is like,
So
"Let's go get some
23 for the last damage.
waffles." So let me see. That was 4 attacks in total. I only got the last 2 as 23, 23. The previous 2 were... Do you remember?
No.
I think one was 17
Yeah.
and the other one was 21.
Yeah.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Sweet Jesus of Nazareth. Alright, so...
I think Literature Gem says it pretty aptly. Hashtag OPPDBB. Overpowered, pretty decent big boy.
Yeah.
With haste.
MVP, right here.
You did take into consideration your the aura, which gives you +1 damage. From...
No, it's
I did
only
not.
on melee.
It's only in melee?
Yeah.
It's melee.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
melee.
it's melee.
So, plus 4.
+4. Why am I helping?
The OPPDBB is the MVP.
There we go.
I
Hack
really-
and slash.
I've never felt the need to pull my eyeballs out so hard. Alright, so that was a total of 42, carried the 3, blah, 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 46 plus 42, that's 88 points of damage in total. Get out.
A toast!
Yes.
Now, thankfully, it's heavily armoured, so it's reduced to 48. You've not actually really seen much of Gaffy in action. Some others might have, but
No.
thanks to the buffing magic from Lazarus, Gaffy has gone from this mild-mannered teenager, sarcasm, to this frenzied attack. First, he freed the nugs. Then, he tried to slay the beast. This blurry, teenage-sized figure carrying a rather large lightning-cast sword shoots across the whole hallway into this beast and starts laying about it with arcs of sword sweeps which cast lightning bolts left and right. The creature doesn't seem to know what's going on. It's just reeling from it. Doesn't seem to be doing much in return. But as soon as it's started, it's finished. And suddenly you have Gaffy standing there, almost like a freaking guard.
Dabbing.
Yeah.
Pretty decent
Just-
big boy.
Taking a second in real time to take a breather. My God, I need to get that spell for myself. Now we have Laz.
Yeah. He's gonna cast Rejuvenate on Keth.
Cool, roll for it.
Yes.
got an itchy beard.
Oh no.
I play with cats.
Yeah.
Stupid cats.
It's all their fault.
Yep. I make it.
I'm kicking him and he's like, oh, more. Oh. You make it?
Subject regains 1d6 health immediately and another 1d6 health at the start of their turn. Each round for a number of rounds equal to your magic ability. So for the next 7 rounds.
He's never going to die.
It's just 1d6 per round though.
You know,
Yeah.
I love the idea that Keth is going to end up becoming immortal because there are so many people working so hard to keep him alive.
Andraste is just gonna be like, fuck it.
Fine.
Let's keep this one alive.
Like, you have my blessing.
Could never say no to those people. Dear God. It's like Torchwood.
Don't know how to say no to this.
Okay, so after Laz, there is the wonderful Keth, who, rejuvenating slightly, spits out a thick goblet of blood, and then with this creature's back turned, brings his sword up in 2 hands and brings it down into the back of the creature. That's my boy.
Hashtag proud.
Manages to get through. That's that. Plus his
Rai
strength.
says an immortal cat. That is actually more scary than good.
You would get bored so quickly.
Possibly.
Possible. Jesus, you're kicking the crap out of this creature. That's so cool. Yep, he brings the sword down, into the creature's back and manages to twist the blade, trying to bring it out again. His armor gets coated in that blackened, almost malt vinegar style thick gloop that comes out, and his armor starts steaming in places, revealing that its blood is acidic.
Ooh.
Good stuff. So let's not send Feral into the ass of that one.
She's not
No
here.
worries.
It's good.
She's not
It's good.
here.
It's good. I'm just glad. I'm so glad. That would have been amazing. It'd be a skeleton that emerges from the other end.
Do you really want?
How about no?
Do you really want an immortal feral? A zombie immortal feral?
That sounds like an amazing idea. She's like
tomorrow.
the goddess of jokes and pranks. Forget Sarah. Step down. What? Panties? Anyways, that's gonna bring it right back up to Papa Smurf.
Oh no! Don't.
No.
That's nerve.
He's not Papa Smurf.
Can I?
Stupid.
Please. I'm just singing the things of that song that I can't sing.
I think we're all really tired today.
No zombies.
Zombies are amazing. They're really good if you can do them right.
Thank you, Rick. I have the worst song in my brain now.
I got a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. Jesus, that's her job. Alright, so, the creature being assaulted so violently by the pretty decent big boy wheels around and brings its attention down on him.
Gaffy, no. Okay, what does that mean?
I don't think it's good for the beast.
No, I don't think so either.
Something tells me that Rick didn't roll.
What was your
very
defense, by any chance?
17.
What did you
well.
roll?
Oh, he rolled really well.
Yep.
What did you roll?
Nothing! Shut up! Oh, that's better, thank God. Whew, okie dokie. Sweet.
Lucifera says, zombies! Oh yeah, she also said, if I had a point, I'm almost tempted to give it to Rick. But she doesn't have a point.
Points for good intentions.
What about Northrath? Doesn't he have any
Yeah,
points?
he's never around when I need him.
Yeah. Literature Gem says that if Rick was immortal, he need never fear falling when he does his window Keth thing.
I never fear falling. There's always a chance that I'll hit the ground. 15. Carry this on 8, and then the +2 goes to that, and then the +3 goes to that. That makes that 13. That's interesting. I like that. Plus lethality, not lethality. Ooh, gosh. Oh my way. It's a good thing I'm good at arithmetic. Otherwise, I would have had heart failure by now. And since it was 4, I can do it twice, which means
He's not allowed to give points, Lucifer says.
that means it's pointless. So the creature brings its scything hand right across, expecting the pretty distant big boy to be probably taller. You don't know why it missed, but it goes straight above your head so much that you can feel the sickening heat that's peeling off it. And then you get punched in the face by its left hand. The blow comes down so hard that you feel the upper torso of your armor crumple. And you get knocked back a good 11 feet as you literally cut into the ground, smashing all of these plates left and right. Every part of your magical energies, you have to just push it downwards to stop yourself from getting hurt. But you still do take 55 damage.
Holy. That's before armor, right?
That's before armor.
So 50.
What?
50.
Yes.
This is scary.
There's something else that happens as well.
Oh no.
The scythe that missed you hits a pillar supporting the ceiling.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is part 1 of making the thing go down, right?
It's up to you guys.
Ooh.
There are, as you see, 6 pillars. And
Is
one
that
of them
That's the monster.
Yes, that's the monster.
is every now and then I'm just going to go and simulate it.
Can I just do this?
Yeah. Don't, you have to, no, put it back. You have to make the thing go over the thing and then kick the thing over. Wow. It's like the one. It's just like you took on everything but the thing you were aiming for.
Well, it was falling, so
Yeah, it's fine.
Munchy munch munch.
it's like, I'm gonna poop now.
Rick, can I do well after he hits me? Can I shout something?
Something along the lines of "Ow!"
No.
No. You just received a hit. You have to wait until your turn.
A big one.
We can demonstrate if I just throw you off the balcony and see if you can scream something on the way down that isn't something along the lines of "Ow!"
Nutrition says this is why Rick shouldn't have access to fate points.
It's true. You're already gone.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Since you say so much in this game, I think it's only fair that you get to say a free thing here. So fine, you've twisted my arm. Go on.
I'm 12.
No.
It might actually be funny, so I might just...
No. I'm just going to like grunt after the heavy blow and say, "Flee!" Everyone flee, you know.
Oh,
like
nice.
like a command-ish.
Yeah, you're turning into your dad. Run, fools. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
You ever see Gandalf does that? His beard goes... When he does that. Fire, fools! The thing is, when you see that scene now, every time you see that scene, you'll think of that moment. Sorry. People are going to be watching it now thinking, thanks, Rick. You've ruined my game.
It's on Netflix. We can do it.
Yay! Free you fools!
Yeah.
So everybody takes the pillar gets knocked over and dust starts ebbing down, and then parts of the ceiling start chipping off. Now they're not big chunks, but they're sharp chunks, chiseled rock and such. So if you guys would mind rolling a check of dexterity, please.
Any
Oh, the mages die in the room.
just pure dexterity.
Acrobatics.
Okay, I don't have that, so.
Don't you miss
Not
Feral?
that it matters.
Just raise your shield. Huh?
18.
Our turn.
8.
18.
Yeah.
No, I'm wrong. 7.
Sorry, microphone.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Doctor, what is wrong with me? You got a cold. Wait, sorry. No, this is much worse.
It's
It's
big.
cancer.
You have lupus. It's 16 damage before armor. Anyone else not get higher than 13?
I got
higher.
I got 13.
You just
16?
roll out of the way just as a rather nasty looking spike hits the ground and shatters.
Can I just like take my shield like
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more like how do you want to save this?
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the mage takes a nasty blow to the face as part of the ceiling's actually made up
16,
of.
was it?
The ceiling's actually made up of some really nicely laid out tile works, which don't so much hold up the ceiling. That's more down to the fact that the architecture does that. But as the support pillars have been knocked clean, more of this ceiling structure is going to start falling. That's very nice slate coming down on your faces. That's not nice. That's just sharp. What comes left after Papa? That is going to be
Adelina.
Adelina. That was it. I'm going to write this down. Adelina.
Also,
Ade. A-D-E.
Also, I'm just gonna, if there are any new viewers today, I'm going to remind everyone that if fate points are something that you can earn by doing certain things, and those include either making fan art, or writing story ideas or character concepts that we end up using in the show.
Yes, because I'm lazy.
Or purchasing merch from our web shop at Teespring, which is Fateful Fumble. So yeah, that's how you can earn fate points, and those can be used in game to sway the way the flow is going. Like if we're in a
Pickle.
you can use points to save us, or you can empower bad guys if you think we're having too easy of a time.
Yay!
Not that I think that's a thing.
Everybody loves a bit of drama.
Yeah. So just in case anyone didn't know that to begin with, that's how you do it.
Oh, by the way, if you want to buy some fate points, I'm fairly certain Riorai will sell some of hers.
Yeah. She has a surplus.
Yeah, she has a surplus. She never dares to use them just in case someone tries to come after her favourite character, Kaida, or Keth,
Or Valeth.
or anyone.
Or anyone.
Anyone really.
But she is literally the only reason no one's died yet. That's,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Ness died.
Except for
Yeah.
Ness.
Yeah, and Lucia Farah says that she has a fate point because she bought an arterial spray tank top. So yes, then you do have
So
a
those
point.
things are quite good quality, actually.
Yeah, they're actually pretty comfy.
I was really worried that the t-shirts would be really cheap and have that kind of like the thing that peels off. Oh my god, it didn't. Look at this piece of crap. I'm kidding. It's nice. Shut up, Warhammer. All right.
Can I do something now?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I would like to use my turn. I'm just waiting.
Oh, that wonderful Norwegian passive aggressiveness.
Now I'm adjacent to it. Question mark.
Yes.
Cool, because then I can use my minor action to attack it. I'm just gonna do it.
I'd rather you didn't.
I did.
Oh, okay then.
4, 5, 6, 7 plus 6. That's 13, 14, 15. 15. I attack.
15.
I hit it.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. And then I will do my damage.
I see.
And I forgot to add 2 damage the last time. But yeah.
You know what to do. Add it now.
9. Can I add it to this one?
Yes.
Okay, cool. 9.
Why am I so nice? I don't know. I don't know.
16, 17, 19 then.
Yeah, 19 damage.
And then I'll do my major attack. Because that was just my minor.
That was my minor. This
Minor
is my
action.
major.
Major, come on.
Right.
Ooh, that's a double, so that's very good. I hit it. I can say as much. And I have 7 stun points to use.
Son of a... How did you manage 7?
Because
Plus
I rolled a
6.
6!
And you get +1 when you're above level 11.
Yes.
That's true. Okay, fine. What stunts would you like to use?
Oh, she's someone we met at BonsaiCon.
Oh, hey, Maria.
We
Yeah.
have a new watcher. Hello!
Yes, hello. She's wondering where Ricolas is.
He's at home.
Yes,
with
he's
his
at
brother.
home with Tonya, because Tonya owns him.
Yes. For now.
Ricolas is mine.
Ricolas only comes to the conventions with us.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
It says seize the initiative. Does that mean that I can put myself at the top of the order again and do another attack again?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that, obviously.
I've done this with Feral before and it was annoying. Because you had like a stabby stab, stabby stab. Oh, look at that. Stabby stab, stabby stab.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I am going to
You know, usually combats take a while. This is going really quick.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use the mighty blow.
Alright.
That means I've used 5, so I have 2 more stun points to use, and I'm not sure what to do. Pierce armor?
I'd recommend it. It's
Yeah?
got on a 10.
Yeah, you need to pierce it.
Then I'm gonna
Do it.
do pierce armor then.
Yes.
Cool. So that means I get 4d6s.
See.
Oh, holy crap.
Also, Eric is a new watcher who says hello, and Maria says, "Loved you guys."
Oh, Eric. Hey, dude.
Yay!
He sent us a lovely message of late. I know I actually had a chance to reply.
Alright.
So how much did you get?
20. Let's see. I'm just gonna check.
No, please give me more. 20's not enough.
No. I would just roll 27.
No,
I'm just
please.
gonna see if I can add.
I remember the good
more
old days
stuff.
with level 1
20
characters causing like 2 damage. It was great.
28 damage
With piercing.
with piercing.
Okay, fine.
And since I put myself on the top of the list again, I may go again. So I'm gonna use my minor action again.
I'm sorry, are you last on this list right now? Because you have to wait for everyone else to go through first, and then...
Yeah, but I am first. Am I not?
No, what it means is you move.
Yeah, okay.
So your
fine.
position is relevant to the next turn.
Oh yeah, so then I'm gonna go before the ugly man.
So what if you want? If you want to, what's really great... Hey! He is pretty ugly. When you have your turn, you can actually detach and run away, which is a great maneuver. I'd recommend it, because I'm coming after you next.
Yeah, but I am before him, so it doesn't matter. Because
Them's fighting words. Alright, fine. Go on, do your minor attack.
No, Maria just said, "I'm waving at my screen like a dork."
Ladies and gentlemen, can we just give her a wave back? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, mate.
My God, you're so
Also, she says, yes, took a break from Critical Role to watch this instead.
We are
Aw.
honored.
thank you.
Honored. And Eric says it was awesome at BonsaiCon, so much fun.
We had so much fun at BandSciCon, we are going back next time.
Yes.
Even if they don't invite us,
Yeah,
we're
we're just gonna
turn up,
We're just going to turn up and just
take a
do it.
table. We're just gonna move the table out and just take it over.
Yeah.
Although I think with Martin's help, we're gonna have fun with that. Yeah, that was cool. Thank you.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
back in business. Back to business.
So go on, you have your micro stab.
No, it's her.
I thought you had your major action. You did your minor action as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's correct. So she's pointing at you. and she's saying it's you.
so I'm still invisible.
Now you used your minor action to weaponize the fire with the cloth. What would you like to do with it?
So yeah, I've used my minor action to do that.
Actually, you get to roll a crafting check.
Okay.
See if you can actually manage to bind the fire to your arrow, your bolts.
Crafting, what would that be? Perception, dexterity.
Cunning, isn't it?
Cunning, lore, navigation, healing, engineering.
You go with that.
Yeah. I have something in engineering, luckily, so.
Oh, good. Oh, I was so hoping.
That's a double 6! And my dragon die is 6.
All right. Normally, for skill checks, there's no bonus, but
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
But-
17, 18, 19, bitches!
all right. So, your fire arrows, your fire arrows now cause an extra d6 damage in addition to being fire related, which causes its own problems with the creature. So yeah, sure.
Rick,
Yes.
Lucifera says, will I end up on a hit list if I give Rick my point?
No.
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 Not at all.
No, you
No.
just do it if you want to.
Yes.
No. Give it.
Okay.
Yeah. he's there now.
Yeah. Okay, so my arrows are flaming now. So
Yes.
that works.
They have an extra d6 amount of damage on it as well. in
Yeah,
addition to the
1d6.
rest.
Okay. So I guess I won't have time to load my crossbow and shoot in the same round.
Don't you have Hold on.
I
because
have
if you
rapid
have-
reload, which means that I can use a minor action to load my crossbow.
It usually takes a major.
Yeah,
See, this is why people don't go for crossbows. Let me see. Is
they
there
do
any
more
way around
damage
this?
though.
What?
They do more damage though.
They do that. Still think a bow's better. But No, you're gonna have to reload it.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm going to reload, which is, well, a minor action, but I've used 2 minor actions, so I guess that counts as a full one.
Yes.
So I'm just going to have to hold my turn until next one.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all I can do right
It's
now.
true, but your shot is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
When it finally gets
I
on.
guess I'll just throw my towel in and just, yell out something to confuse the hulking lyrium monstrosity.
Dooba.
Yeah. So like, hey, you can't see me, but I can see you. Get ready to die.
Says the dwarf trying to stealth with flame around it. To be fair, this creature has like really poor eyesight. So that moves us
the
up
Seafarer
to.
says, take the point. Take it all.
So you have a point.
I have a point.
You have a point for the first time in Kestrels history. You have a point.
First
Also,
time
Literature
in
says-
forever.
I think Talius and Jeff may have blessed the players' attack rolls tonight.
Yeah, well, it sure as hell wasn't Will Wheaton.
No.
Thank the maker.
You know, I love Will Wheaton, but stay away from my dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
he infects them.
Kitty, meow, meow. Ow. Okay.
Didn't do anything.
No, I got a static charge.
Oh, okay.
Didn't do anything. Sure did. It bit me with its lightning.
Just like Gaffy.
Just like Gaffy does. Shock. Where are we up to now? That was Giavia. Next up is Laz, I think. BBPD. No Laz. Bad Laz. It's BBPD time.
All right. I'm just gonna.
Yes. Okay. You've been looking at that rulebook for nearly
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's because I tried to plan.
She's desperate.
Oh noes.
Alright. I will deactivate combat magic as my minor action. And I will, as I cast heal on myself, I will say, we should flee now before it's too late. And I cast heal on myself.
Go for the heal. It'd be a great time for a harrowing. Just saying.
Well, then I would have to have 6 in a dragon die, and that's not. So, heal, yeah. 6.
Smooth.
Yeah, I hit
From both
easily.
of you, really.
And that's like, I used 3.
I tried to keep it in, but I hiccuped, and then it came out.
And
It actually
that's,
fell out of my mouth.
No. That's how I tasted.
I'm gonna be a meme.
Yes.
You already
And I
are.
get,
Just about to say that.
can I step backwards from the abomination as I do this?
Yes, you're also stepping away from the crater you left on the floor.
Yeah, I will do that.
Road trash. Tell the audience how many hit points you got left. Somewhere in the region of 100.
I'm not really sure because I have 102
Base.
base and now I have taken 41 damage.
Because you healed some back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I had almost half hit point left after
Yeah.
the first hit.
Yeah, right. That's, yeah.
So that's why I'm urging everyone to get the fuck out.
Ooh, get the fuck out.
And the falling ceiling.
Hey! You took like pretty much half damage. So could you take an injury card?
I don't know where you have those.
They are in the big black box there over there. This box is amazing, by the way. This was made by Anita here, who made it for us. We're not going to show it to you because we're mean. But these are some of the injury cards,
So I'm
which are
just going
inspired
to
by.
take random one.
Yes, they're actually inspired by the injuries you get in Dragon Age Origins, and they're really good for adding a little bit of depth to lots of
Okay. Gaping wound. Minus 10% max health.
That's applied instantly as well.
So, how
You're-
much is 102 minus 10%?
12.
That's 12. Minus
Yeah.
12.
I'm just waiting for like someone to tell me I'm wrong, but I think it's 12.
Yeah, I think.
10% of you.
No, that's 10.2.
It's 10.2. Yeah.
So, 10?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
We'll roll.
so 92 then. Minus 41.
Yep.
That's my current health.
Cool. Gaffy's got a gigantic gaping wound here. Like synonyms. Your the meat around your collarbone is exposed. Actually, you can't really tell that. It's just red,
So,
soaking through
my
everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
You did your heal. You said your words. You have a major action, I think, or did
Oh,
you
I
use that?
rolled a double. Although I'm not sure if that really helped. I have 2 stun points. I want to do see what I can do with that spell.
You know, like when you do a health spell, and then you decide you get stun points, and then you say, "I want to make my healing spell really scary," because you can do that, and it terrorizes people around you. Like, behold,
But
I
can
am
you-
super shiny.
Can you
Right.
do like a mighty blow on yourself when you heal and heal yourself
No.
an extra die?
No.
That
I
would
can
be
amazing.
increase
No.
the spell
That
power,
would be
but that's
cool.
like
That
doesn't
would be
really
funny.
do
Yeah.
anything.
It's some like, oh, Hadouken! Wait,
what
short
does
you
it
can
take to get rid of a injury?
some rest.
Yeah.
I will
Relaxation.
reduce the mana cost.
It takes a what do you call a advanced test, so you need to be able to actually spend some time recuperating. Sorry.
I just reduced the mana cost by 1. So I just used 2 MP instead of 3.
She's reducing the cost of her spell that she cast.
Nothing major.
Because
Yeah.
she rolled a double.
That's
No,
a
that's
stun
That's what she's
standard.
doing now, but next turn it's going to be like, by the way, I have achieved godhood.
Are you underwhelmed? Is that what you're saying?
I'm never underwhelmed with you guys. I'm always horrified. Almost.
I'm done.
That got off. So, Iggy,
Yeah.
thank you for your patience, honey. It's all you. It's all on you now. So you
Um,
got Gaffy, who's been craterized. Actually, he's currently bleeding all over the place. And this creature looks like it's got 1/3 of its health has been taken. 2/3 is still there.
I'm gonna cast heal on Gaffy.
Oh yeah, you're the healer. Mental notes, kill the healer.
I can
So
heal as
rude! I'm just trying to make a living here. Come on.
Yeah. Also meta. I mean, the hulking monster thing doesn't know she's a healer. Or
stupid.
Wow.
See?
What was that?
What's that? What's that gonna do with stupid monster?
I have no idea what
It's
that
just
came
like,
from.
see?
Your dad used it to measure on the balcony earlier, that's why.
Random stick.
Yeah. Shit got
Alright,
dropped.
alright,
Anyway, I'm casting heal on Gaffy.
So, Papa's cunning is -2, so probably won't notice. You're right. What'd you get?
I definitely hit the target number.
Did you get a double?
Double?
Yes.
Shit!
Hell yes.
I mean, poopy sniff.
Let's see. Basic spell
What?
stunts. Let's see. Let's see.
You can increase the spell power.
Or you can do fast casting if you have enough
Yeah.
stun points.
Yeah,
So you can cast another spell.
that is true. I have 5 stunt points.
Yeah, then you can use fast casting.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 5 on the die or 4 on the die?
Oh, it's actually 6 then,
Yes.
because it's yeah.
Then you have.
So I have 2 more stunts, and that means let's see.
Do you think Ogrin should have like a class
you
of
could
his
use
own?
mighty spell and fast casting.
Like halitosis
Well,
as a
it's not a
weapon?
damage spell.
That'd be cool.
No, that's true. But yeah, but you could apply it to the
It's
next
healing.
spell maybe?
Is it?
No, probably not. Well, reduce the cost then.
Yeah, or percent casting.
Yeah. But you're already gonna heal her because she's not resisting, so that won't help.
I'm gonna have to rush you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do fast casting, which means I can immediately do another spell.
Fudge.
And then I am going to
Rock.
choose the skillful casting, which reduces the cost of the spell by 1. It's not huge, but
No, the magic stunts are a bit meh. If I'm honest,
They
they're
are.
not as there are specialist ones based on all of the different groups, but again, they're kind of meh.
you get 3d6
hit points.
hit points back.
I do not approve of this. Don't you dare.
That's
Okay,
decent.
that's 11 then.
Yes. And
Honestly, I don't kill someone today. I'm gonna be really angry.
and then I'm gonna cast heal again.
Because you can.
Because I can.
Because you can. You can cast the same spell twice.
It doesn't say I can't.
Oh, that was that one from the Richard Fetchit.
Let's see.
Wait, did
I-
Luciferia say that I had that point?
Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Lucy. I love you.
Hit the target number, so that means you get another 3d6 back.
Another 11.
Yay! 22. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty decent for a big boy.
I'm sorry
good,
if
that
I'm
felt so
making
good.
a noise. I'm just.
It's okay.
There we go. I found what I was looking for.
Snooze?
No, I don't snooze.
It's a 4-letter word. Don't
It
worry
was
about it.
allergy medication.
Ah,
And no snooze.
you ever tried to put a what are they called? I'm waiting on her.
I'm done.
She's done!
She's waiting on me. Okay, so what? You nearly broke the glass in this
No,
room
it's
with
her.
your voice.
No, it's Adeline's turn.
Before you.
Oh yeah, because you put yourself on top
Yep.
of the
Don't make that sound sexy. That is not sexy.
Very sexy to me.
Just like put myself on top. Oh yeah.
Lucifer says, what have I done?
Yes, now you regret it.
I quick strike.
Yeah.
First.
Quick strike, not so quick. I will attack you with flurry.
No, I don't think that will hit.
What was it?
It's 8 plus 5.
Was it hella lame?
Yeah.
What was it?
13.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. But that was just my minor action. So now to my major.
That was
Also,
like what?
remember to give Keth health points back.
I am Rich Sanchez. Who's?
Cat.
Yes.
He gets 1d6 for every turn.
Do you want to roll it in future?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna roll 1. But
Yeah.
Okay.
How many rounds has it been since I cast it? Because I cast it the first round, so he gets a minimum. That's a 4.
How are we looking?
17.
That gets through.
Mm-hmm.
Biscuit.
No extra stuff though, so it's just gonna be 10.
Are all the Oreos eaten?
Huh?
We
Are
have
all the
Oreos?
Oreos. We had Oreos. They were in there.
But,
They're gone.
but there's some cookies with chocolate on, if you want.
I do. But I'm afraid of what it'll cost me. Don't do
fate
that
point.
face.
It cost you a fate point.
Yes, exactly one.
Luther Jones says, we can hope he applies it to save Keth. Sorry.
No, he won't do that.
Okay,
No, he won't do that.
the damage.
Son of a
Damage.
18 damage.
Any stunt effects I need to know about?
No.
Excellent.
I have a question.
Yes.
When does this go away?
Never.
I've received 3 healings. When does it go away?
It doesn't. You have
You need to rest.
You see that number on it?
ST16.
You need to reach that number in advanced tests. In other words, resting. To try and get it. I'll take you through it later, but it's some new rules I stole from some amazing guys who produced some documents. I need to go through those like a
Yeah, that's
recommendation.
fine. That's
That'd be
fine.
cool.
We'll do it later.
Anyways, it's cool extra rules. It kind of adds to the whole like I lost hit points. It's so boring. I broke my freaking leg, or I lost my eye. You're done?
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a question. So the beast.
Isn't Keth before the beast?
Actually, Keth was before you, but I forgot to do him. So I'm gonna do him now because I always forget about Keth.
Yeah, I know.
Keth is trinket.
Yes.
Keth is
sometimes,
tricky.
Yes. No, always.
Oh, whatever. He misses anyway. He's getting tired.
Yeah, well, he just got squished, so no wonder.
Yeah, he sounds like he's rasping his breath a bit, actually. Truth be told, I need to do a injury card for him as well.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
The truth is revealed!
Why do you hate him?
I don't. I just find the injury cards really, really funny. I like them.
Okay, so we're drawing an injury card, I guess.
Yeah.
Keth
the
is-
nurse likes the injury card.
Keth is coughing blood. He takes 2d6 fatigue.
Wow.
ST 14.
Fatigue isn't a rule that we actually use, so it's going to be health instead.
Okay.
So 2d6 health.
He's dead. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Not funny!
Oh, it's funny.
No.
How much did he take?
4.
Oh,
Oh, so he gained 1.
Yeah.
Because I rolled 4.
Yeah.
So every time he coughs blood, you cast healing. Well, rejuvenation puts the blood back in.
Yeah.
No, get back in there.
Oh god, this is hell. Right, so the beast, not finished with Gaffy, leaps at him.
Why don't you follow your own advice and move your ass?
I did move, but he leapt after me.
It's a charge. So that means that's going to be 14 plus the strength of the weapon, which is 8. That's 22 to hit. Yeah. I want to say the word, so I get that reaction. It's good. It's a good feeling. Almost orgasmic. Just said I use the word. Crap. Doesn't count. Practice roll. Oh yeah, he's been debuffed, hasn't he? So I have to make sure of that. What's he lost? Seriously? Jeez, alright. 19.
Remember that he still has +5 bonus in defense and +2 bonus in armor rating.
I remember. I have it written down here. I take notes.
And I did cross out 4 magic point to keep it going for another round.
Wait, that was the Keth.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm attacking someone else.
Oh.
This is Gaffy.
This Gaffy, yeah. So that's going to be 28 plus the 3, that's 31, plus the 3 for the Berserker. So that's 4, and plus 3 for the Veteran. God damn, son. Yeah, that's 41 damage.
Yeah, I'm guessing when he strikes, Gaffy is actually going to like scream a little bit because this hurts like a mofo.
Yeah, also you've taken another, like...
So what did you say? 40?
40.
40.
Mhm.
So -5 then.
Yes,
35.
it leaps across the room, smashing into parts of the ceiling. It's like the Incredible Hulk on blood. And it comes crashing down on your legs.
Mhm.
Smash! Yes. And yes, he's going to have to take another injury card.
Oh god.
The greatest thing is, because it lowered his average health, when he takes this much damage, it's another, like, health quota again.
Cracked skull.
Oh no.
Yeah, baby. So it's like football. He
Mine
lands
is
on your
too
legs, and then you get a cracked skull. You listening, Ronaldo? So too soon. He also gets his minor. Oh no, that one doesn't matter because his quick strike is his minor action, but he also charged. Yeah, that's me done. Cool. It takes apart part of the room as it moves around, but doesn't cause any manner of cave-ins, thankfully. However, there is a lot of shaking around the ground, and you can see cracks forming on the other support pillars. It's not causing any immediate damage, but the lasting effects may be lasting. Meanwhile, it lands on top of Gaffy with a horrific crunch, and you can see that his head's whipped against the concrete, causing a bit of blood spatter behind his head. Gonna move on to the next person, which is
That's me.
Yavia.
Jarvia. You can't say Valeth, you can't say Jarvia. What do I need to name my character for you to be able to pronounce it?
At least
Rick.
he remembers you,
Rick.
the name of
True.
your
I think this is the appropriate time to say that Skittish wrote in the chat, I voted for Carlos. Who's Carlos?
I voted for
inside
Carlos.
joke between them. They've been watching stand up together.
I see.
It's Carlos Mencia. Anyway, yeah. So, Jarvia is gonna be all like, "Yeah, I think we need to listen to the kid." Yeah, and and then she also is going to say, "Is there any way we could bring down these pillars and just crush the thing as we leave?" And then she's just gonna shoot her crossbow at it.
Cool.
How much? How many rounds is 1 minute?
A round is approximately 6 to 15 seconds, depending on what you're doing. But technically, a combat round in most RPGs is agreed to be 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is still a long time.
Yeah.
When you're being hit in the face. Or rather, with Gaffy's, it's time warping. So
Is that a round or a turn?
that's your turn.
So a round is...
A round is as long as how many players are taking their turns. What are you up to, Ingrid?
18.
You do that thing with your hand. Every time you do that thing with your hand, you're plotting.
Yeah.
So,
No, I rolled an 18 for my attack.
You hit.
Figured.
Figured.
And so that's 2d6 plus 1. I don't have time to aim or whatever, so...
Plus that perception and cunning.
No, but I can't use cunning because I didn't aim.
Lethality.
Lethality
Yeah,
means it
no,
always
that's
counts.
true.
Trust me.
Okay, so that's a 5,
Hurry.
6, 7, 8, 9, plus 6 is... What's 9 plus 6?
9 plus 6 is 15.
15 plus 3, so
18.
8, yeah.
That's what you got?
As
Okay.
fire.
No,
damage?
Yeah, oh no, plus the d6
Plus
fire
nine.
damage.
Yeah.
That's a 4 in
That's a
fire.
4.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's 18 plus 4, that's
22.
22, yeah. And that includes everything else. Sweet.
Oh no, plus 1 damage because of the...
Yes.
Yeah, so
Always.
23.
Always double check.
Yeah.
Now, question. I'm not going to say how you're going to do this because that's not happening. But what I will ask you is the following. That is... Oh, did you have any doubles?
Not on this round, no.
Lame-o. So, good news is, bad news is the armor still counts. The good news is, as your bolt twangs from your crossbow, it courses across the area, like illuminating parts of the hall, also showing some cracks which are opening up to exposed areas, like other parts of the sewer systems and such. It looks like there's been more of a cave than you realised. And then it slams into the creature, making it squeal and causing it double damage.
Yeah. Awesome.
I just realised that I haven't taken any specialisations because I haven't found any specialisations that are applicable to my character. They're all...
Then we'll have to work that out in post-extremis.
I have been working on something.
Oh dear. See, I told you she was plotting.
Yeah. But the cracks I see, are they like potential escape routes? Or...
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your Carter instincts are saying I could fit through there. The big one might not be able to, but
What, Keth? That is.
yeah.
Sure, but he's big. He's got a shield. He can just punch his way through, right?
Sure, it happens in Inquisition. It's possible here.
Yeah.
All about you have to have a warrior.
I
to
mean,
knock the
that's
walls
what
down.
she thinks. I mean, he might not fit, but he can smash his way through. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Hey guys, we could get out through the cracks in the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's next?
You.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, aren't you doing a turn?
All right.
Oh yeah,
'cause
no,
you
yeah,
are-
it's Gaffy. Yeah, it's Gaffy.
I have it written here.
Yeah.
Javia, and then PDPB.
Yes. The pretty decent big boy.
You got like BTS and PDPB.
All right. Since he's closing in on serious injuries, he's going to cast heal on himself. It hits. I mean, it's automatically hit because spell power, you know. So, yep. That's that, and I'll do 3 MP.
Ooh, that's good.
That's 15 health to me. And I'm going to, because I'm pretty injured and have a lot of pain, I'm going to crawl with haste towards.
Yeah, towards the exit, towards combat.
No,
I'm gonna
away
get you.
from the hulking beast.
Yes, cool. Now you're looking more like one of those Japanese horror creatures. If you were a girl with long black hair, like, all you need now is a TV to crawl out of, and you're complete.
Maria says, I like that silence after some shouting. Yeah, it's kinder on your ears, I imagine.
Yeah, because then you can hear the.
You hear it too?
Always.
No.
What you say? Yeah.
You're old.
You're not far behind me.
No, I'm not.
Just you wait.
You're
Alright.
catching up.
Alright, action!
Yeah.
Ingrid, this is where you decide to
Multi-boy.
unleash your specialization, which happens to be godhood. Or something. No god.
No, I'm just working on a homebrew specialization called City Mage.
Which we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing that deals
Yeah,
with
but
that.
maybe time and place.
Well, yeah. I can't really do much. To be honest, I have no attack stuff or anything. I only have protective stuff, which takes up to 1 minute.
I don't know, you've been keeping people alive.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
now
if
I'm
you-
just gonna continue doing what I've been doing.
Or head for the crack in the wall that I pointed out. You know,
yeah.
get closer to safety.
Back in the wall.
True. Ooh.
Oh no, you're just a...
breaking the wall.
No.
Weird. I must have like picked up on that subconsciously instead of singing it. She's got Pink Floyd
I'll
written on her
probably,
t-shirt.
Who's looking the worst for wear?
He is. He's crawling towards the exit, so you could go help him or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna help Gaffy to the exit and cast another heal on him.
You're already powering haste, right?
Hmm?
You're still powering his haste.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
why he's scrabbling around like a raving crab.
He's like a Duracell bunny.
I love that guy.
So I roll. How much?
3.
So waiting for that day when everyone creates new characters and they're all called Rick. Just to mess with my head.
Yeah.
And they're all healers.
Don't give me ideas.
It's like, I can't kill anyone. Heal, 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 heal. Mana potion.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
not-
Yeah,
That's
there's
good.
a weird thudding noise. So maybe if someone is leaning on the table or something, I don't know.
It's probably
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll try not to.
Just single-handedly ruined the podcast, Ingrid. Well done.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Asshole.
How did you know?
That you
Everyone
have
has
one?
Like
Oh,
someone, like someone's messing with the cable. Lutrajam says. Thudding noise. I don't know if that has anything to do with the cables, but this one's.
As
I
it
think-
stops now,
Yeah, has it stopped now?
I have a hunch. I know what it is.
Check everything.
I think I know what it is. What I want to see is it stop now.
Is it your foot?
Might be my foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have the
It's-
same nervous tick as Ola has.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do, except mine doesn't rob banks in its spare time.
It could also be this.
I was just thinking it's this.
Either way, both of you stop it.
Okay, right. Sorry. Alright, so anyways, whose turn is it now?
Whoever's after me.
Me
I
probably.
think it's.
Yeah, it's, since she's at the top of the round.
Keth!
No,
yeah.
I'm first. I put myself first.
Yeah,
And
No.
then
Keth
it's
is
Keth.
last.
Keth is 9. You're at the top. He's
Oh,
at the
right,
bottom.
yeah. Then it's Keth.
Then it's you.
Poor Keth.
Does he like it at the bottom?
Yeah, Nutrish says it's better once people stop touching the table.
Yeah, those are just table paper.
Yeah, that's why, you know.
Except Tony's alright because she moves like real slow to make up for the fact that her character is moving real quick. Yeah. Oh God almighty, no! Keth, it seems, is really tired. He's swinging his sword around and gets 3 2s.
Yeah. I've done
Poor
that
baby.
twice. Only worse.
I'm gonna use Luciferia's roll.
Oh,
really?
Don't say I never do nothing for you, 'cause I don't. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Now he hits.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, baby. Cool. Nice.
Yes, Leroy.
Keth manages to. It's a good collage.
Yeah.
Keth runs up behind the creature, screaming out, "Get the fuck away from him!" and stabs the sword into the creature's thigh, coming through the other end. He actually falls over, but as he's doing so, grabs the hilt or the crossbar of his sword and viciously twists it. The meat of this creature's leg splits open, and the creature falls down onto its knee, looking backwards at Keth. Now it's your turn, honey bunny.
Am I still next to it?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna attack it again with a quick strike first.
I like how you go with the small stuff first.
Oh, hell yeah. I hit it, to say the least.
Yep.
And I have a double, so does that...
Does it count?
The rules does not say anything about not counting stun points as this attack, so...
For the minor one.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything against it. Usually it says...
If
you
it
can't do-
says that it doesn't count as it can't generate stun points,
It doesn't say.
if it doesn't say it, you can do it.
Yeah, so I have 6 stun
Sure,
points.
it's an FAQ.
What should I use my 6 stun points on?
Let me think. You want to do piercing, and you
then
want
we'll-
to do.
yeah. Piercing and mighty
mighty.
blow, but
Yeah.
that's just 3, so I still have 3 left.
I am mighty.
Disarm, does that work?
No, there's nothing to
I
disarm.
know.
He has no
You have
weapons.
lethal
No, you
blow.
can actually pull it. I like the idea that disarm can literally mean you remove his
Let's
arm.
Yeah, that
2d6
Yeah.
extra
She
damage.
has a sword.
Okay, then scratch that. I'm gonna use lethal mighty blow, so I have 3 extra d6 damage.
Well, good. Do it.
While you roll, I'm just gonna say to any new people watching, Leora has made an art collage of all the fan art she has made for us in the
That's a
past.
lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot. And she's going to share it in the Facebook fan group. And if you're not a part of the fan group, you can join it. Just search for Fateful Fumble fan group on Facebook and apply for it, and we'll make sure you get accepted.
I love the picture she did of Leclerc.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, and the one of Furl doing a dance.
I rolled
Yeah.
really shitty, so the damage on the first attack is only 22. No, it's really shitty. I rolled 2 1s, 2 2s,
You did it with
2
piercing,
4s.
right?
No. I rolled a mighty lethal blow, so I had 3 extra d6 instead.
The words "only" and 22 should not be included in the same sentence.
Yeah, but I
Go on,
rolled
roll your
really
major.
shitty.
Roll your major. Keep going. Keep
What
going.
am
Keep
I
going.
doing?
Ah,
Yeah.
la, 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 la.
Another double.
9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah, then I have 7 stun points, so I can do a mighty, lethal, and piercing this time.
And piercing as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a nice sound.
Don't like it.
No, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 27. Damage.
That's not keeping a proper tally. Dear God.
27 piercing.
Yeah, that's
That's
pretty
a lot
good.
of piercing.
What weapon are you using, by the way? Is it a spear? Or?
No, it's a 2-handed sword.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah.
There's a vicious figure 8 that you pull downwards and then bring it round and cutting laterally as well. The long and short of it is literally that you carve a vicious cleft right through its back and then bring it around again to crisscross it. Its armoured skin cracks under the pressure, and you manage to cause a really nasty wound from it. With its state as it is on its knees as well, it's looking like it's taken some damage finally.
I forgot to add 2 more damage. To
Oh
that.
dear God.
1 piercing and 1 is not.
Vic asked to join the Fateful Fumble fan group. Aww.
That's my mum.
Aww. That's so sweet.
That's your mama. Oh my god, that is so sad. I'd freak out if it was my mum, though. I would be honest. I mean, the amount of swear words I use on this, my mum would kick the crap out of me.
Same.
Yeah, right. Jesus.
I would have gotten really scared though.
Yeah.
So, there.
You done?
Okay. Yeah, and also Maria says she can't find. Oh, she found it. Cool.
Can I kill you now?
It's your turn.
Go ahead.
Make my day. How many hit points do you have left, Gaffy?
I have 65. Because I got healed.
He got 22 back.
I love the way you did that. You're like, this was the problem. This is the solution. All right, fine.
Also,
Okay.
when you
Are
have
you
a
really
moment,
aiming to
can you
kill
have a
me?
Look at that.
I can, but not right now. She's so eager.
I don't have any specializations, so I should have 2.
It brings its hand down as a minor attack on Keth. Oh, this is going to be so rude. Keth tries to withhold. Just fails. I always wanted to do this. Cool. Hey, Gaffy, what's your defense currently?
14.
Cool, awesome. So, with a grunt, the creature reaches down and grabs Keth by his torso, crunching some of the armor.
Wasn't
He
it
starts.
aiming for his head?
No. Grabs him by his torso because it's easy as a hold. Although the idea of him holding his head is kind of nice, he'd be dead. So he picks him up by his torso, crunching the armor even further. You actually see Keth cough out blood from both his nose and his mouth now. He picks him up and then smashes Keth on top of Gaffy. That's right, kids. You hit one motherfucker with another motherfucker. Yeah, it's an emotional moment. Anyways, hits you with Keth. That's going to count as a normal attack for that.
So bad.
Is it like mace damage? Because it's bludgeoning.
You got.
That is the worst.
What type of damage is this? Keth.
What the heck is it, Keth?
It rhymes with death, so we know it's deadly.
See, in his head, I have this head canon that in his head, the beast is like, I'm going to make you two make up all your problems. Now hug.
Oh, he just means well.
He means well, but he destroys everything.
Does
he
he know
loves.
his strength?
No. And that's going to be plus these two here. That's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey, how you doing? Cool. So that's 42 damage on you. That's not piercing, so you can take your armor.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. And Keth takes that much as well.
Oh crap.
Can we get an injury card for Keth, please?
I'm just gonna pick the top one.
So you said what, 42?
He has a damaged eye.
-2 to communication.
How is an eye -2 damage?
I don't know. Maybe he can blink or something, or look you in the face. I
Maybe
don't know.
people will just,
Yeah, no, that's bad damage. That's perception. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damaged eye is communication.
That's what it says.
My gut instinct is telling me no.
No.
Computer says no.
Yeah. Computer says no.
I mean, I should definitely receive some damage for this too.
Yeah, you should take an injury card.
I mean,
Crap.
I'm
Crap,
pretty low.
Can you look at it so that I potentially can use a specialization?
Fine,
in
give it
this
here.
game?
My God, you're in.
Now I have a broken bone.
Oh no. Could it be a broken finger?
It gives you
It's
-2
a
to
bone.
dexterity, so
My God, yeah, it's a broken
Probably.
wrist.
yeah.
Actually, that makes no sense because it's.
What about like
yeah.
this part?
Broken rib or something.
Actually, I prefer a broken rib because that would
Yeah.
stop you from rolling. Come on, a roll. I'd rather not.
And coughing.
So that will be even more sickening crunching noises
Yeah.
and more screaming from Gaffy.
Yeah, well.
Woohoo!
You guys are so slow.
Sure, let's go with it. Give it a trial run. Oh my God! So you can actually be included in the game now.
Yay! I can do stuff again.
Oh, so good news. When the dust settles, This creature smashes Keth down on top of Gaffy several times. And Gaffy is like, oh my god, my life is horrible. Writhing as he is and screaming underneath Keth. Keth is now lying on top of him. And he's not moving. So, who's next? That would be you. Jarvia.
I'm not sure how far away from people I am. Because I was over by one of the nug cages that was on fire to light my arrows, and then I've shot an arrow.
30 feet, let's say.
30 feet. So how much is it 1 round of movement?
Your speed, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A dash is triple.
Yeah. My speed. What the fuck is my speed?
Well,
to your initiative.
you're a dwarf,
Yeah,
right? So
6.
it's 8.
Yeah. 8 plus. Yeah,
Yeah.
14 is my speed. Then 8 plus dex. All right. No.
You do know, just as a GM tip,
Yeah.
still holding your hand after all this time, the fire bolt that you sent was very painful to it.
Yeah. It was efficient.
As the cards are coming through. Actually, no, your Valeth is showing.
Yeah, my Valeth is showing. Okay. I think that I'm going to shoot it. I probably have to reload as a minor action.
Yes.
So I'm going to reload and shoot it, and then I'm gonna make some noise, or shout at it to make it, forget about Keth and Gaffy and.
Yeah, consider I misread the rules on taunt, actually. If you want to use a free action to shout at it, you can actually try and get its attention by... let me think. Intimidation would probably be the most effective way. It's
Yeah,
going after
sure.
the biggest threats.
Sure. I can roll intimidation.
Because it can't go after the healer.
Yeah.
That's thinking. So instead it's going after the biggest threat, which happens to be
3, 4,
Gaffy
5,
and
6,
Keth. Except Keth isn't moving anymore, so...
That's just a 9 in intimidation, so I don't think it's intimidated particularly.
Yeah, your high-pitched squealing voice doesn't seem to really rile it up.
It's not that high pitched.
Totally is. But yeah, you can still shoot.
Yeah, I'm still gonna shoot just to try to get it away, but I mean,
Your crafting was so high, you have like a good couple of arrows here that
Yeah.
are ready to go.
yeah. So let's see how that is. That is 10, 11, 12, 13. No, wait. It's cunning. 13, 14, 15 plus 6, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 to hit. So I hit.
You hit.
Yes.
Did you roll any doubles?
No.
Okay.
And so that is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage, and 6 of them are fire damage.
60 damage and 6 of them are fire damage.
Yes.
Alright, so that's basically do the math in my head, 22. So that's 44.
44 damage.
Yeah, you double it because it's basically resilient against all forms of attack, but fire really riles it up.
Oh, right,
It's,
okay, cool.
It actually Gale still gets his armor against it though, so.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, because I've
Still
already
what?
kind of used my free action to taunt. If not, I would have probably screamed for Laz to get out of the way too, while I keep shooting.
Well, he's
But
over by Gaffy.
but he's already over there, so he'll get them through hopefully.
Yeah, as you're watching, you were right by Gaffy when he got Keth.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's literally like, oh, all right, I've got him stabilized. God damn it!
And
Yeah.
Lutherdrim says, Rira, you may want to be on hand for Gaffy and Keth's sake.
Does anyone have rear eye on speed dial? Just in case. I'm just trying to find my calculator for something, actually. Hold on. There we go. Let's see this for a second. I gotta... Jesus, what the hell have I been calculating?
I really want to go and get my soda. Is it a possibility?
Yes, please do.
Fetch it.
Yeah.
Which is it?
Urge.
Yep.
Or a glass.
I will
You
fetch
my urge
this
stuff.
for you.
Urge is the best soda. It has carbs.
Rira has made so much fan art. It's insane.
So,
It is. And fantastic.
Anita.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
What? What? Woo! Okay. Well, she shoots that arrow and it probably hits him in a really vital spot just because she's a rogue and that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it just topples over, she's going to like look around and be like, I totally did that. Yes! 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 And then she's gonna like remember that the others are still in danger and like, oh fuck! And then run and then run over to like see if Keth is still alive and if Gaffy is still alive and if there's anything she can do to like help.
This creature is looming over you, and probably for the first time in Gaffy's life, he actually has a sense of fear. It's not something Gaffy's ever really had to entertain. He's always, through teenage rage, or from the sheer fact that he is Ness's son, nothing bothers him, ever. Fear of losing friends, but the fear of losing his own life. He can feel the injuries in his body, and this is... Your own power has been a privilege up until this point. Your own mortality has actually been put in front of you. And you can feel the rasping breath of Keth on your neck. And then a slight rain of spittle coming from it. You know that one of his lungs has been punctured. He's not doing very well. And this creature is looking down on you with all the abominations of a missing jaw, scarred eye. And just as it raises its foot to come down and crunch both of you, probably to kill you, there is this thunk as an arrow just comes straight through its throat. You hear this gurgling noise and a struggling as it tries to breathe. It brings up an arm to try and dislodge the arrow, but it can't do it. Thanks, Ingrid. It's okay. But as it does so, it cuts itself with its own scythe, making things worse. And then suddenly all this blood starts pouring out, and it's starting to panic. It can't get this arrow out of its windpipe. And it's rocking back and forth. And then, because its right leg is dismembered, thanks to... It's still got Keth's sword sticking out of it. It falls over to the right and starts twitching, as it can't draw in its own breath, rasping out this horrible, mewling, almost kitten-like sound. And then in the background you hear, yes! Yes! I did that! Oh, fuck!
Yeah, well, I guess he will grab his hand and touch Keth and cast heal.
Do it.
That's
Praise
an
on
insta hit.
Wednesday.
That's a double. So I will do 2 heals.
2 heals.
Because, fast casting. So the
I can't
first
kill him.
one is 11.
Hmm.
And the second one is 9. So 20.
Cool. You can't really check his heartbeat or anything, but you do notice that the colours returned to his face, and he started to breathe a bit clearer.
Yeah, and so as soon as he shifts, I'm going to go like, ow, 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 don't move.
Yeah. There's this awkward moment where basically everything's settled now, and Keth is lying on top of Gaffy, and Keth is trying to get up, and Gaffy's like, no! Yes.
Leodai says that she wants to use the fate point for that heal on Keth.
Can't get any better. It's good. You're fine. Don't waste your point.
No, keep the point.
Yeah. I just thought I'd
It's
mention that
okay.
she wanted to use it on Keth. But he's fine. He's fine.
He's not dead.
He has a guardian angel. She's called Rearai.
Yes.
Just gonna roll something here. Oh god, I could not make this up. Now, this is basically the stability of the cellar.
Oh, shit.
That's the second time that has happened.
I don't
today.
know what's going on! Who did I piss off?
You really want to bring down the...
No, I don't.
Apparently
I
you do.
wrote
Now
around...
you can use that fate point.
Yes, please do. I wrote around 30 pages worth of information on the Unbreachable. I'm gonna have to change it to was. Anyways,
It's breachable now.
it's just the breached. Total fuck. Now you know what? We'll go with it. We'll go with it because I like this dynamic attitude to it. The ceiling starts breathing, or it sounds like it is because air is starting to move, and you hear this distinct, unforgettable sound of cracking stone. It's time to leave. You hear also Alessio, Entente, the owner of the owner of the whole tavern. Oh, no, you don't! He starts running over. You know where he's been hiding all this time, but now he's here. No, you don't, you dare! Don't you dare! I built you with my own hands. I didn't really. By the way, is everyone okay? He goes up to the creature and kicks it. Yeah. Says something in some other language, Ravani probably. So, time to go. Maybe I should help this big oaf here. He basically peels Keth off you with 2 hands.
Oh,
I guess that Adelina has probably started doing that.
Yeah, as the only capable fighter left without like minimal health left. Yeah.
I haven't
probably
lost
already
any.
But you notice as you're helping, as you're pulling Keth up, Alessio helps you. Although he's not taking any of the weight, he just looks like he's helping you.
Ryura was a little bit confused because she said, take that point then. And now she's like, oh, what? What's happened is that Rick has basically decided to just go with it because it makes a good story.
Really cool.
Real cool.
Really cool.
So you still have that point.
Yeah, you didn't spend it. It's fine. Save it for a dire straight later.
A rainy day.
Are the nugs out?
The nugs are related to rats in some ways because you know that hole in the side of the room.
Yeah.
Even as you're thinking this, there is a tide of pink and squeak, which is just going out that hole. There must have been at least like a good 100 nugs in here, and they're all fleeing the scene.
Excellent. So no nug is left behind. Bless you.
Sorry,
Laz
Lucy.
will not let a nug be left behind.
No nugs left. Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, hang on. Yes, it seems that one of the nugs has taken refuge in your jacket pocket.
Jarvia looks at all of the nugs as they run through the hole, and then she's going to say, well, there goes dinner.
People forget this, but they are actually a delicacy in Ozama. Olay too, actually, probably thinking about it. So you have 2 exits you can go to. You can go back up the steps, which are a bit shattered. Going to be a bit of a problem crawling, but you might be able to get up there, back into the tavern. But then you have the problem of trying to maybe leave it. Yeah. Maybe it'll be fine though. Oh, you also have the cracks in the walls, which lead into the sewers.
why don't I get the nug? I saved them.
You know what?
You can have the nug.
You got a no. You got a baby dragonborn in the last game.
That's not
the same game.
It's not the same game.
Same person.
Not really, that's Gaffy.
No.
Stop this mess.
Moving swiftly on.
Stop
Yes.
it. It's hurting my
I
brain.
just vote that we take the easiest, quickest way out of there, which is the sewers. Jarvia is well known in the sewers because she's a cart at dwarf and she smuggles things. So
And she's trash.
and she's trash, utter trash.
Gaffy is struggling to get on his feet because he has
I'm
a concussion.
helping you. I'm helping you.
We're helping you.
For
He's like,
sure. Because Alessio, was that his name? Alessio and Adelina are helping Keth, so Jarvia and Laz will help Gaffy get up, and then we hobble our way out of there. And then Jarvia's gonna look up at Gaffy because he's taller than her and say, "Hey, you can really take a beating, kid."
He's going to just like, yeah, how?
You'll be fine.
Cool. So you guys make a talkative exit into the hole. Would you mind rolling a athletics check?
Fuck you.
Actually, acrobatics is probably more astute.
Dexterity.
Fuck you.
I also
Not you.
cast
You're 12.
haste
So
on
you don't need to.
myself.
I got -2.
I also cast haste on myself.
Cool. You keep track of the mana.
Yes, I
Better.
have. I've used a little over half.
Jesus Christ, those mages.
High level mage.
What'd you get?
18.
Yeah, you managed to squeeze through the hole easily enough.
I'm not that big.
Maria wants to know, will you ever continue the adventure? Will you play at other conventions? Just talking about the D&D game.
Hell,
Yes.
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 It's an ongoing. Circuit the Lame is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, we play the D&D one-shots at every convention, and we use the same characters.
And they get worse every time.
Except for one minor stolen.
Yes.
You might make a return.
or married to a Draco Lich.
Or that.
Might get a. Might come back. But it's
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I rolled 12.
12. Let me see. You are gonna take. Yeah. That's gonna be 12 damage. As you're trying to get through, again, the rocks in this this cellar. There's a huge underground cellar, which predates most of the construction in Ostwick, are made of lots of sharp slates, and you end up taking a good cut out of your arm, which leaves an open wound.
Okay?
Huh?
Is the nug okay?
The nug's fine. The nug was you were protecting a nug at the time, so.
11.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, so
Oh no.
that. Oh, you're lucky actually. That's only gonna be 7. Armor counts.
I made way.
Armor counts, by the way. So
I don't have armor.
Yeah.
That's minus the armor, right?
Ooh, I asked Battle Royale too.
yes, we
Yes.
are also doing that. Ola's taking the head on that, but phrasing. But he's going to be updating the rules so it's a bit more fun, better. We learned a lot from the last game, so expect better results next time. We'll keep you updated. Keth also takes a bit of as he's struggling to get past all these rocks, he seems to make himself worse. Although he's not unconscious, he takes some damage from that as his side gets cut open a bit worse. Both you and Keth are dripping blood everywhere as you're going. You're a mess. Your 2 main line fighters are hobbling and shuffling. She's fine.
Fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 of your mainline fighters, sorry, rephrase it. You're now in the mainline sewers. It's pitch black. There's an illumination from the green of the water that's by the side of you. You can hear some trickling. Behind you, there is a rumble, a cough sound, and then deafening thunder as the entirety of the Unbreachable collapses in on itself. There is a torturing twist of wood, metal, and the final gasping squeak of the creature, which wasn't fully dead.
Well, it is now.
Drop a building on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take out my torch and flint and steel and light that.
Good idea.
Just as you do that, I cast flaming weapons.
You are superfluous.
Just to,
Piss you off?
no,
No.
just to be helpful. Because now we all have torches.
So,
Yeah, I got spell
yeah.
wisp.
Of course.
Yeah.
So now the hall you're in is very well fucking illuminated. It's
Yeah,
great.
we have an abundance of light.
Then I'm gonna be like, never mind.
Save
Save
this for
it
some
in
other
there.
time.
You just thinking to yourself,
Let's
one of these days, they're going to be all out of mana and they will be thankful. They will ask you for light and you will say no. So you're in, some of you have heard about these, some of you have seen it. But underneath Ostwick, there is a series of old canals that were designed to move stock around, mostly slaves back in the old Tevinter days. And these canals have been twisted by all the shifting movements. Some say magic has moved them as well. This seems to be a largely forgotten one, judging by all of the cobwebs. So you've just opened it up. You don't even know if this will lead anywhere. Do you go down the dark?
What was our original purpose of going underground in the first place? We were trying to escape the
East
whole
thing.
Yeah.
And before that, we had decided that we needed to find. No, we had realized that the ship that Valeth and Feral and Than were most likely on was the Draconian, and that it had headed towards Ferelden. Wasn't that it?
Yes.
Yeah. So didn't we decide that we needed to try to find them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So whichever course would bring us closer to that goal.
Roll navigation?
Yeah.
You get +1.
I have engineering if that helps. I don't think it
No.
probably not. What did you say I had to roll?
Navigation.
Navigation. That's cunning. Okay. So that is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Although the canal's water doesn't flow, it just sits there, silent and reflective. It's the only reason you know it's there. Otherwise, it looks like a pane of glass. Although that, you quickly get your bearings from when you came into the place, when you went downstairs, and where you are now. That way leads to the docks.
Right. So I'm going to say to the party, okay, so guys, I know we decided to go, to the docks to find out more about the Draconian and, find your friends and stuff, but I think we all need a little bit of rest and TLC. So, what do you want to do?
A rest would be
Rest is
Yeah.
probably a good.
Preferable right
So
now.
do you have like a home
Yeah.
base or somewhere where we could go? Or
Not anymore.
So a tavern or an inn would be better?
I point at where the tavern or inn used to be.
Yeah, well, yeah, that one's not an option anymore, obviously. But I mean, there are plenty of taverns down at the docks, and I have contacts. You know, I'll find a place that's fairly safe. I could do that. Like, we'll just pay for privacy, and people will leave us alone.
You
No.
do that, please.
Yeah, sure. And maybe just a hot soak will probably fix up a lot of your issues. Maybe.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I think this will take quite some time. I think is the moon up? I can see
I have
the
no
moon.
idea.
Why is there so light in here?
It's because, well, you threw some magic shit around, and that one has a glowing ball of magical stuff floating around, so that's why.
Oh, that's the moon, right? I see stars.
Adelina, do you have something to say? Do you know anywhere that's safe beyond, an inn or something? Don't you work for a noble lady?
Which escaped before I came here because we had the Notori at their door. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know a few places.
Yeah? There,
Yeah.
Where you can get medical attention and stuff, too?
Well, I can help with that.
Well, yeah, sure. I guess. Well, lead the way. And then after that, we'll go to the docks and we'll figure out where that boat went and how to get to your friends and save them. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's one that's called the Bonnie Boatsman.
That's an inn at the docks.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
That's the boatsman. There's another. That's mainly a tavern, though. Can't recall the name.
Well, we kind of need some place where you guys can sleep, I think.
Yeah. So, boatsman is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You guys okay with that?
I could sleep in this. Where are we?
Oh, we're in the sewers. I don't recommend sleeping down here with open wounds and stuff.
Bonus is we might be able to pick up on some rumors.
Yeah, sure. Rumors, things. I'm not very good at that, are you? I'll take that as a yes. So, are you good at finding secrets?
So, our party
No.
is going to the docks to a inn called the Bonnie Boatsman, which I completely made up on the spot.
Well done. What?
And don't feed.
I'm not going to feed him crisps.
Yeah, so we're gonna rest.
Yes.
Basically. Pay a little bit extra for privacy so people don't get disturbed or ask stupid questions.
Nerd.
Rick.
Why are you trying to feed the cat?
I'm not trying to feed the cat, I'm just teasing the cat because its suffering makes me feel great.
Wow. Okay, good to know.
Sorry, I'm mixing them up. That's the nice one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the horrible one.
So it's true. There's always a favorite child.
Yes.
Wow, I'm censoring myself so hard right now. I mean, I'm literally in
Shut
chains.
up, number one son.
That is-
you have no right to speak.
Oh, that is a story for another time.
Yes.
So yes, you're gonna go to a inn called the
The Bonnie Boatsman.
Bonnie Boatsman.
I thought
I like
it was the bony boatsman, but okay.
It probably was originally gonna be that, like a pun, but people can't spell, so.
The bony boatsman.
Laz informed them
The BB.
that we might be able to pick up some rumors there as well, because sailors tend to talk.
Depends what you're offering.
Can it be shaped as a big boat that's turned upside down, like a Viking ship?
Oh yes.
That would be cool.
Okay.
We have a lot of fun inns in Ostwick. Innkeepers have a sense of humor here.
Yeah.
So this is
it's like themed inns all over the place.
I'll take
Like
that
the
and I'll
city
raise
of
you.
themed
it's an
bars.
old battleship.
Yep.
Just
No,
to make
I got one. I got one better for you. You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see.
Yeah.
So, you'll walk in the dark,
Isn't
takes...
so dark.
Fuck off. Your walk in the dark, not so dark, takes you a good long time. In fact, you have to rest up. Keth is still coughing blood. You're going to have to heal him again. Because, like I say, he's got a punctured lung there, which is a
I
real
can
problem.
do this.
Yeah, you just heal yourself.
You heal yourself, I'll deal with Keth.
I have whatever I roll, I hit the target number. So
Yeah,
You're good.
pretty much the same.
Smug!
Yeah, actually,
Smug.
yeah.
Smug. Smug.
So
Got us from his mama.
Yeah, so Keth receives, let's see, 13 hit points back.
Cool.
7.
Yeah, Keth receives a free subscription to So Your Lungs Punctured. How to live with a punctured lung. Quickly.
Also, we have another viewer in the chat called Lars G, who says crisps for cats.
Yay!
And
Oh.
Eric
Yes.
thinks we're punny.
Crisps for cats. No! No! Okay, so...
Aww. Literature says, I think you're all a little giddy / drunk with fatigue.
Yes,
Yes,
definitely.
that's the only thing I'm drunk on.
Yep, sadly. What was that? I have no idea what just
Rick
happened.
is looking through the utensils drawer.
And running.
And
I've never seen Rick run.
He found a
in-
bottle of
my husband is
opener,
very
just
excited
saying.
right now.
when the GM goes wild.
Oh,
Oh,
and
he
the
has
cats are running away.
Yeah.
Emergency stout!
Oh.
Now I can be drunk on all things!
in all senses of the word.
Ah, that's terrible. Okay. Should have left it a bit longer.
If you get drunk on that, I'm not impressed.
Oh, well, no, I suppose you wouldn't be. I am a cheap date, after all. But,
Alright, yeah.
yes, your walk through the dark takes an agonizing amount of time. As you're walking along, you actually make out some noises. I'm not going to make you roll for it, because it's plotty.
Alright.
But above you, you hear screams.
Ooh, okay.
You can hear the digest. That's that kind of breathing, eating sound that fire gives when it's devouring wood. The crackle sound, and it sounds like you can hear people getting killed. The march of heavy boots. We're all echoing, kind of like that tinny echo you get once the echo is reverberated a few times. Yes.
Can I, like, the next time we pass under a manhole, can I just climb up and, peek out of it, kind of like a Ninja Turtle,
Pizza.
Yeah.
These aren't
and try to
manholes.
see, huh?
These aren't manholes. These are essentially cracks in the ceiling.
Yeah.
You can hear sounds coming down.
Yeah, but like the next time we pass a grate or a manhole or something, can I pop my head up and
In
and
fact, after what is the equivalent of around 6 hours' time, it takes 6 hours to walk across the entire city through a canal.
If anyone needs carrying, I can do
That's half the problem. Do you want to carry the boy or Keth?
that. Whoever needs
I would
it
recommend
most.
carrying the boy because Keth is about as big as you and
Yeah.
he's in plate mail.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Although that would be
Whoever
amusing.
needs it the most, I will carry them.
The BPPPPPP. DPPPP. The Pretty Decent Big Boy.
Yeah.
No, right there. This is really powerful stuff. So, eventually, you guys reach a manhole. It's not what you might imagine like a New York City kind of manhole. This thing is more ornate. It's cast of some kind of metal whose properties are probably largely unknown. However, it looks kind of old and rusted and tarnished, but it has this purple shine to it, which renders it a bit of an unknown quantity. This thing sits atop several rungs of very traditional iron stepping stones. The cats are attacking each other, that's fine. So you want to go up first?
No, I go up first.
Does this seem to be affected by magic?
No.
Okay, good.
So I want to go into shadow mode,
Sure.
and then I'm gonna climb up and just open it and peek out just to see what the fuck is going on.
Speaking of what the fuck is going on, why are you looking over my shoulder?
Because we're looking
Cats.
at Kasumi. She's on top of the
The
closet
cupboard.
in the,
Yeah.
in the hallway.
Oh god.
Do I have to roll perception or?
Yes.
Stealth.
Well, yes.
First, you want to help yourself.
Stealth first.
For half.
So that's not very good. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Running commentary of dice.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16?
Yeah.
Cool. So that was pretty good, decent stealth. Yep. And now you're going to be climbing up it.
Yeah.
The rungs are a bit slightly slimy, so please roll a climb test,
Okay.
my little dwarven friend.
Climbing. Where is
Strength.
that? Oh, there.
This
I
is-
have climbing
It's
actually.
a double.
And yeah, it's a double. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That doesn't always make a difference. Like, I rolled a
No, I
double when I'm trying to
know.
pee.
I know.
No,
I
but
just
there are adventure stunts as well. So
Sure,
we
but they
should
don't count
list
for
them
this.
more.
But we could probably do them more.
I rolled a 10.
You just manage it.
Thank you.
There's a moment
Very
where
kind.
everyone holds their breath because it looks like you slip, and then you just feel dumb. And
Yeah,
keep going.
something is slippery and icky, and she goes like, and nearly falls off.
And probably breaks her neck.
Yeah.
It's like she fell because she got ickied.
Yeah.
You reach the top. This drain head is very heavy, so you're gonna have to roll a might check.
It's a lot of rolling.
Yeah, there is. There's a reason for this.
Might. Okay, so that is 6, 10, 13, 14.
See.
Yes, 14.
14. Cool. You managed to lift it up with your hand.
Thank goodness.
It's actually starting to become dawn outside. You've been running now for the entire night.
Oh, crap.
There is a grey haze to the area around from what seems to be a series of fires.
So it smells pretty.
It smells pretty much like burning city. You're in the dock area or close by. This is actually the drain that you're in is actually part of a fountain that you remember seeing near the some of the trade quarters where they have warehouses at the dockside. So you're actually virtually back where you started. Back in that moment when the rest of the Kestrels were kidnapped
Right.
or taken.
I wasn't there.
No, I know, but
No, but Gaffy would recognize it once
Gaffy's
he...
going to freak out when he sees this place.
Probably.
But this fountain is headed by a statue of what seems to be some sort of knight bearing the hussar style, the hussars are the elite
Yeah.
of the Ostwick guard. Though it's a bit more... roll a cultural law.
Okay.
Does his armor look like mine?
You can't see it.
No, I'm just asking out of game.
Sorry. It's
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's an 11.
You don't know where you've seen it, like, historically speaking, but the armor's kind of similar to hers.
Right. So,
I'm waiting for Sunniva to say, "What's my name?" Oh, no, I can't remember.
all
sorry.
right. So, just how much can I see from this? Like, can I see a big part of the city, or just a small part of the docks
Small
area?
part of the docks.
Okay.
The docks are headed by a semi-wall, or I forget what it's called, a rabout wall, which blocks half of your view.
Yeah.
Around that, you see a lot of roofs of warehouses, some of which are still on fire.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just like whisper down to her, like, "Hey, if I see a guy wearing colors and armor that looks kind of like yours, can I trust that person?"
Yeah. Usually
Okay.
you can.
Okay. So I turn my
Or
face back.
maybe not you, but
Usually.
they can trust me.
Yeah.
Maybe not
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. No, but he wouldn't know I was Carla immediately. I would just be a dwarf in a sewer. Hopefully.
Oh my god!
That's so
Carla.
disconcerting.
That is asking a lot
Hey,
of
the city
understanding.
is on fire,
Um,
okay?
I'm gonna ask though. If you ask this to me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say back. Can you, what do you see? What part of the city are we in?
We're in the dock area, and a lot of shit is on fire. There's smoke, and there's a guy in armor that looks like you.
Do I know where this is? Do I know what statue this is?
Honestly, It really depends whether you've been down to what is essentially the trade quarters of Ostwick's dockside.
Nah.
Unlikely.
Do I though?
Yes.
But I will also ask,
Do I need to
can
roll
you
for it?
see the tower?
Which tower?
The circle tower.
Oh, the circle tower. Faxhold. You can actually see it.
All right.
It seems to be okay. It seems to be okay, although there are plumes of smoke around it.
Oh yeah, I can see the tower. What about it?
Is it on fire as well?
I love your accent. Sorry. I can see the tower.
Yeah.
Where?
No, it doesn't seem to be on fire, but there's some smoke
Do I know
Things.
where we are?
Yes.
around it.
Can I tell them?
Yes.
Can you tell me so I can? Tell them?
It's exactly as I said. It's part of the quieter part of the dockside, essentially east of the city, by the water. It's not. It's about 5 minutes away from that dock, the wet dock, which the party was taken.
How
Would
far
I-
away from a safe inn?
About 10 minutes walk.
Okay.
Would I recognize the
When you
place
come out of the
it's
bloody
named?
manhole, you would, yeah.
Yeah, if you weren't at the bottom
No,
of
but
the
if
sewers.
it
Yeah.
says anything about the name or something, would I recognize the name?
No.
Okay. So,
Not yet.
Jarvia isn't stupid, although she may act it sometimes. So what she's going to do is she's going to say, so, hey Adelina, why don't you come up here and talk to this guy?
Oh, sorry.
It's a statue.
It's a statue.
Oh, I thought it was an actual guy.
No, but that's more amusing. I like that.
Yeah. Well,
Guys-
it's smoky, so she doesn't probably
I
see that.
this is where
like,
it gets
oh.
funny. Well, Jarvia, she's actually not stupid. Hey, Adelina, do you want to come up and talk to this?
Let's play this out. Let's play this out 'cause it's funny.
She's a dwarf. She doesn't see well in daylight anyway.
So-
I think also Laz probably knows that it's a statue, and he's just kind of like, I'm just gonna let this happen.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let this happen.
Adelina climbs up. She looks at a statue. She looks at Jarvia and she's like, sure.
And then Laz bursts out laughing.
What? Your face is saying that there's
He's
something.
very friendly. You can go and he really likes dwarves. You should go and say hi to him. What? Yeah.
Laz is kind of turning around, leaning against the wall to hide his laughing. He's kind of like snort laughing.
Jarvia's gonna be like, all like, well, fine, whatever. I'll go talk to him. She'll jump out of the hole and she'll, shuffle over to this guy, and then she'll stand there and look at him and be like, oh, it's a statue.
So sorry.
My bad.
Whoopsie daisy. So you guys are you're out of the manhole now, yeah?
I'm so
Critical
over
Role
this.
has doors. We apparently have statues.
Now, in her defense, in the last game, we had a golem. So, as a player, she was thinking, totes a golem.
Toad's gone.
Look at that butt.
No. Well, yeah, so like, yeah, it's a statue. Sorry about that. But at least we know where we are now.
So, just for the sake of expedience, let's say you drag Keth and the pretty decent big boy out of the hole in the ground, and what is now actually a rather large empty fountain. I love you guys. You're fucking mad. I wanted to, I shouldn't have said anything.
Jarvia the statue charmer.
We literally should not have said anything and had a whole conversation where it turns out that you're actually talking to yourself, and she's in the thing going, what's going on? I don't know, I can't hear half the conversation.
Can't breathe.
And your character's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is so retarded.
Yes. That's exactly what's happening. She's so over this.
Leon I says, careful or Jarvia might outdo Valeth on my favorite list. And Nutrigen says, nice to know Lazarus has a mean streak. Laughing my ass off. Yeah,
Oh
a
god.
little bit.
Okay, so yeah, expedience, you say.
Yes. Everyone is now in what is essentially a rather large fountain, headed by this amazing, very talkative looking statue in the center. Dear God.
Luther Jam says, "Yep, you are all giddy drunk with fatigue."
Yep.
And Rihanna says, "So I might have an idea for a new drawing now."
Yes.
Not surprised.
Do it. Do it.
Roll first of all.
Persuasion.
I nearly said perspective.
Yeah, you always do.
I always do.
So it's fine. We know what you mean.
by laughter.
Seeing, hearing,
Seeing? Whatever.
Seeing.
Oh god.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Perception. What's that? Seeing?
Mm-hmm.
13.
13? Yeah. You realise it's a statue.
20.
So over this now.
15.
15? 20?
20.
13.
I'm gonna roll for Keth. He doesn't see shit.
He's probably unconscious.
No,
by
he
now.
is missing an eye. So.
Yeah, that's why. It's kind of swollen shut.
It is actually. He looks like he's been in a fight with a boxer.
Yeah, and I have a concussion.
Anyways, you notice several things. First of all, that there are no ships in the dock.
Oh damn.
They've all left. You also notice that there is no one on the streets, which is a good thing.
Maybe.
No.
But I want to reiterate, there is no one alive on the streets. There are a good dozen corpses littering the floor.
Can I go inspect the corpses?
I like the way you said inspect and not loot, which is what you were thinking.
No, I'm not gonna loot the corpses.
Really?
At least not yet.
Yes, you may.
Yes.
There are actually several of them strewn around. Men, women, children. Nothing seems to have been spared. What would you like to know about said corpses?
I want to see what killed them, or at least try to assess what killed them. Like, were they stabbed, or did they asphyxiate from smoke inhalation? Like,
Oh, they were stabbed.
they were stabbed. Okay, clearly.
Lots of sharp objects.
Clean cuts, serrated.
Mostly clean. Some are excessively strong.
Do
One
they?
is what seems to be a teenage boy who's been ripped in half.
Oh no. So, hey guys, what do you make of this? This kid's been ripped in two.
I think I am probably heading towards the inn because I'm carrying the boy and trying to get both him and Keth safe too. So I don't have time to.
Keth is doing pretty well considering his state. I mean, he's not in a good place.
Last throws up.
No.
Yeah, the smell is overwhelming. It's freshly dead. These haven't been rotting for a while. These have been freshly killed. The flies even haven't found it yet. The blood is still glistening and clotted on the floor. Your path to the inn, you reach the inn and you notice that it's all boarded up from the inside.
I kick open the door.
Roll a my check. What's up?
Well, he's carrying me.
Uh-huh.
Gaffy is just, silently crying and loudly vomiting.
Oh, poor
Is it
baby.
more like a kind of thing?
No, it's more like he's sick to his stomach,
Ah, nice.
both due to very heavy concussion and the sight of all the dead people.
Nice.
So he's throwing up everything.
I
he
tell you
has.
to close your eyes and remember your happiest. Go back to your happiest moment. Just think of it. Hold on to it. And imagine you being where the last time you were happy.
He can't hear you right now. He's just
That's like the gaming equivalent
wailing.
of not less than what?
He's just wailing.
Well,
not
if
hearing
Lazarus
anything.
finishes throwing up, he's probably just gonna help steady Gaffy.
I put Gaffy down and I kick open the door and I got a 17 with a double.
You kick open the door. It's already been breached, so it swings open hard. The interior of the inn is a charnel pit. There must have been at least 18 people in here originally. Now you wouldn't be able to pick out one from the other.
They're dead?
Oh, they're very dead. And they're also occupying several different spaces at once. The chandelier has someone's internal organs draping from it, and
Yeah.
the walls are spattered with all manner of body fluids.
Is
Whatever.
everyone here by the?
Huh?
Is every one of us by this place? by
Yes.
now?
No. I'm
No.
still looking at
Laz
the
and
corpses.
Gaffy are still outside.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like looking at them, inspecting them, like totally grossed out, but kind of unable to look away. And then she's gonna remember, like, oh, there were other people here, and turn around and like see everyone at the inn, and like, oh, hey, wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll scamper over there.
When Keth enters the door behind you, he drops to his knees, and the sound of his knee pad, like his armor, hitting something wet and thick, is just too easy to hear. Despite that, he starts praying.
Okay. I turn around to Lazarus and I say, would you mind watching over these guys while I inspect the rest of the area?
He just nods. He's crying when he can't talk.
If
He just
something
nods.
happens, just run. Get away. Alright? Yeah. And Adelina goes in and to inspect the room, see if it's safe, look at every crack, every floor.
Every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
When Jarvia comes over, she stands next to Lazarus and like, did you see that? That was really gross. And then she looks inside and goes like, whoa. Okay, this is gross.
Hey, oh.
Yeah. Laz is not gonna allow Gaffy to move anywhere near that inn. He doesn't want to see him
roll
himself.
investigate.
And
Not investigate, sorry, that would probably be...
Perception?
Yeah.
Searching?
You can use whatever
See?
works for you.
See?
Whatever you have.
10, 15.
15?
Yeah.
Cool. You go through the house. All you can hear is the creaking floorboards under your feet. You stop every now and then to make sure you're make sure you can check for anything moving around with you. You've done this before on some occasions, and very often people try and move in step with someone pursuing them so they can hide their own footfalls. You know a few tricks. Nothing. The rooms in the inn, it looks like there was a fight here all the way up. People fought to the very last. The last room, however, you need to roll a willpower check for.
Okay, courage, faith, self-discipline,
Whichever is your weakness,
morale.
if you like.
That's my weakness.
There, go for that.
So it's 12
12?
with a double.
The last room is where they kept all the people they want to try to protect, basically. The infirm, the non-fighters, the children. You open the door, even though its lock's been shattered. You find one person with a sword in there, and the rest, there must have been at least 3 families worth. And even downstairs, they can hear you gasp.
Are they just random people? Nobles?
They seem to be a mix.
Okay.
In this whole crisis, doesn't seem to have spared anyone.
No one I recognize, hopefully.
Not at all.
Good. Then I'm just gonna probably like if there's children or like if the bodies look as if I can place them in a more respectful manner, I would do that. Like if there's children, I would carry them up in their beds, place their hands, just to make them look more comfortable, even though it doesn't matter. She'll still do that. And probably say a silent prayer before she goes down. And if some of the rooms are more clean than the others, I would suggest to the others that we would just board up the door so it looks like as if no one has come in again, and just stay in there.
If that's what you say, then Jarvia is going to look around and she's going to say, yeah, we can't stay here.
No lights, no lighting fires. We can't. No one can know
but
that.
if we stay here, the bodies are going to decompose, they're going to rot, and there might be sickness. So, and there are open wounds in the group. So, unless we clear this house of bodies and burn them or whatever, we can't be here. So, we have to find somewhere else that is less grossed out, or we have to physically remove the bodies from the area.
Everyone but Sonova's character, who I will now refer to as Sonova's character. Please roll perception.
Everyone?
Everyone. Hearing.
10, 14, 19, 20, 21.
16.
And with observation, it's 19.
21.
Your constant paranoia.
Yeah.
You catch something and a breeze just after you spoke. And you're like, what was that? You just like, shh.
Mm-hmm. Hang on.
You hear a very faint.
Like someone trying to speak?
Oh, like something making a noise that does not sound human at all.
Okay. Shit.
Do I hear that as well?
Where does it sound like it's coming from?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Right above you.
Ah, fuck.
Please roll initiative.
She looks up.
Wait, is this in the inn?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not in the inn.
Oh, sorry. Who's in the inn?
I'm in the inn.
Just
I'm
you.
in the inn.
Everyone's outside.
I'm inside because
Keth is in the doorway, and the two of us are outside.
Forgive me, bit confused. Why don't you roll a perception for me?
Seeing?
Seeing? Hearing.
Hearing. Okay, then it's just 11.
Ooh, nice. Groovy. As you're doing the preparations and such, you hear that sound. These guys, sorry, bit retro gaming. Retro gaming, retro changing, whatever.
Retroactive.
That's all.
Yeah. So we heard
Rewind.
it.
No, you heard it.
Well, yeah.
But something falls on you from above, and you feel an burning sensation. Excuse the phrase. As something sticks into your back that feels like a stalagmite. Just
What's
shuts in. It's a stone spike.
Okay.
Tights go up, mites go down. Yeah, it's stalagmite.
Sånn som det i hula.
Which you get 15 damage from.
Okay. Piercing.
Well,
No.
I
Okay.
guess I see that happen.
Oh, you right next to her?
So
I'm inside.
Yeah.
I rolled a 21 on my perception.
I see. Just keep it for convenience.
Yeah.
is it armor rating or defense? Which one?
I'm rating.
It was 15, so 5 then.
Yes.
That's not so bad. No,
No, it isn't.
I didn't take any damage in the
Not
last
yet.
No,
Me
not
neither.
yet.
The creature as you turn around it looks like it used to be a Templar. But its arms have been turned into red spikes. And its faceplate is now fused together with what seems to be some sort of mask made of red crystal. It's got no face anymore. How you couldn't hear it, you don't know, but you suspect it was crawling on the ceiling the whole time with its spikes and such.
I really wish Pharaoh was here because then I could say, "Wow, you look stupid."
You can say that anytime you like, honey.
Also, just for time-wise, it's 10 past 10 now.
I know. You're going to love this.
Okay.
You want to roll to hit back?
As a reaction?
No, just use 10.
Okay. 11 plus 17, 18, 19.
19?
Yeah.
Groovy. Cool. However, just as you're swinging your sword up to meet it, the entire wall to your left caves in under the weight of a gigantic reptilian head. I say reptilian because you're not really sure what it is at first. The creature that you were just looking at disappears under a whole maw of teeth and hot breath. It yanks it back, leaving you standing essentially right next to a hole in the wall with daylight, foggy, mist-covered daylight. The rest of you guys see what looks at first like a gigantic serpent, but then you realise it's got a bulkier body and nubs on its back. The creature's head goes straight into the building, yanks it out, and then literally fucking swallows this thing. What? I can see fucking, whatever.
No, that's not it.
Anyways, right next to this tavern is a dragon. On top of this dragon is a very little girl with silverish hair. She's covered in blood, and she's cursing some kind of swear word. There is some kind of language coming out of this one that sounds like Elvish with a weird dialect, and it sounds very filthy.
Yeah.
I can speak Elvish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Gaffy
you would not repeat that to even your father.
So
Especially not to your
Jarvis is just gonna look at the dragon and then her and be like, "Hey, friends."
friendly. The dragon, which it doesn't have wings, but there are small wings growing out its back. It's about the size of a bus. Okay, just to give you a perspective. Turns around, stomping, and then sleeks forward as if it's far too used to a cramped space. Then it kind of goes low and moves towards you like this. So much that its head, which is bigger than 3 horses in a line, it's very rather sinuous and long, comes right in front of you, breathing hot carbon dioxide air and almost choking you with it.
I can imagine Jarvia's hair just kind of like blowing backwards, and she'll be like,
Yes, it eats you. No, it's... There's a small, dainty-looking figure which hops off and runs over to where Gaffy is and gives Gaffy a really tight hug, causing you to probably scream.
It doesn't make a sound.
No?
Puke.
All over her. After she hugs you, she steps back and then punches you in the shoulder.
He doesn't react.
You need to be a little careful. He's badly wounded. And
He
we
doesn't
need
even look. He
somewhere
doesn't
to
even look at
recover.
her. He's just staring off into the distance.
She kind of puts her head and face in front of yours like...
Liera is dying, by the way.
I know, I figured. She looks at you like this. Suddenly the dragon kind of rears up, as if it's ready to just snap down. She's just looking at you though. She hasn't said a word yet.
I'm guessing you know Gaffy. He needs a safe place.
Gaffy? Gaffy!
He's not well.
Where are the others?
His friends have been taken. We've been trying to find them.
Also, he cracked his skull right there.
Also,
Can you see it?
It's
Why
bleeding.
isn't Keth saying anything? Just saying he's here as well.
Keth is still praying
Okay.
in the broken inn.
Okay.
With all the ruckus.
Aww, Literature Jim says, cue forbidden friendship from the How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack.
I haven't heard it, but I'll find it. Actually, speaking of Keth, Keth approaches from behind. He's dragging one foot behind him slightly, and he's leaving a little trail of blood behind him. He approaches behind Kyla,
the dragon girl.
the dragon girl, yes, and puts one hand on her shoulder. She snaps around looking at her, and you realise for the first time that that blood that she has on her isn't hers, and she's still in fight mode. But she kind of calms down as soon as she realises who it is. She actually gives Keth a bit of a hug, and Keth kind of just takes her in and pats her on the head.
He's dead.
We're going to cry later, okay? But right now, we need to get to a safe place, and then we need to heal, and then we need to come back, and then we need to kill every single one of these fuckers.
Yeah!
They both look at you like, it's okay, they're
It's
with
just
us.
I thought it was a moment.
can we trust them? Says Kyda. I suppose we'll have to, really. I mean, if you think about it, you know, they've seen them with us now. So, trust us or not, they're going to kill them too.
Guilty by association.
As they get closer, Kyda detaches from Keth. Looks at the dragon. The dragon just immediately looks down at her, and they kind of have this really intense gaze towards each other, which lasts for like 10 seconds. You're almost like, what the hell's going on here? And then she turns to you. Okay, I've got permission. You guys are going to come with me. And we're going to fix this mess. But first, you're going to need to do something for me.
Okay.
And if you tell anyone about this, he will eat you and shit you out. And I will stab whatever's left.
Okay.
As if to prove the point, the dragon goes...
You're just a big softie.
For some strange reason, the dragon can understand trade. And we're going to leave it there.
Damn. Well...
Because my voice is going...
And also it's late. We need to get home. So it's hard to shake that accent once you start.
I thought that was your voice.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Kestrels. We will be back in 2 weeks, hopefully, if everything goes as planned.
Yes, following the adventures with the other group back on that island.
Yeah, then you'll get to meet Valeth, Cyril, and Fan, who are the friends who have been kidnapped, for those of you who haven't been following for very long. So subscribe to the channel and click the little notification bell so that you'll be notified next time there's a new episode coming up. Give this video a thumbs up as well if you liked it. And
love us!
Yes, love us,
love
please. You can join our fan group on Facebook at Fateful Fumble Fan Group, and you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fateful Fumble. And you can download the Kestrels as a podcast. It's available on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Podcast Addict, Castbox, pretty much any podcast app. And
this is because she's a freaking workhorse. Plus, she has a team. With this one here, they make podcast they turn them into podcasts every Friday. Imagine that.
Not every Friday.
Most Fridays, yeah.
No, I mean we release the Kestrels once a month, and then our Vampire Chicago by Night podcast we release twice a month.
We love you too,
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that one, honey, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Oh yeah, and also we have merch.
Yes, we have merch.
We have merch.
Go to teespring.com/fatefulfumble and you will find it. If you want to support us, buy some merch. We have hoodies and t-shirts and tank tops and tote bags and stuff.
We also have a Ko-fi.
Yes, if you want to support us that way.
Point on that one, actually, just so you know, the money actually goes to helping us
Buy
pay
equipment
for...
and stuff.
Well, first and foremost, it helps us pay for the
Podcasts.
because we pay for it ourselves every month, and the website.
Yeah.
So that means
we also have a website, faithfulfumble.com, where you can read more about the characters in the show and a little bit of backstory for the shows. It's a work in progress, so there's not so much about the D&D stuff up yet, but the Vampire and Kestrels thing are up and running. But there will be more D&D.
And the Battle Royale rules will be there shortly,
Yes.
alongside all of these Secu de Lame stuff. Well, we do a lot.
Yeah, we try. We try.
Modern life just isn't entertaining enough, so...
Yeah.
If you do fan art, or you want to do cosplay, or basically anything creative that doesn't involve Rick farting.
Wasn't me, it was the cat. Look at him.
Oh, I thought it was
You couldn't see his little...
No, because I was watching
Oh
you,
my
and
god.
it sounded like it came from that side.
I thought it was appropriate.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if you do anything creative that has to do with Fateful Fumble, we would love to see it. So please share it in the Fateful Fumble fan group, or tag us on Instagram or whatever. We love to see what you guys do.
Yeah.
And we very, very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
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 And
Okay.
it gives you fate points
Yes.
to use.
It does.
So yeah.
That's it. Now we're gonna
That's
say
it.
goodbye for reals. See you in 2
Yes.
weeks. Bye.